Yogi is wrong. I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the songs with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just to get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm very distracted because Marcos came in hot on the camera. I don't know what you just did with your toothpick.
Dude, you made us dizzy.
You look like you're about. You look like you're about to hustle a pool game with that toothpick in your mouth.
It was a lollipop stick. Thank you very much. It was a Jolly Rancher lollipop stick.
Oh, those things are tasty.
Don't be a wise guy.
What flavor? What flavor?
This one was watermelon.
Oh, you know,
hey,
classic. I'm just gonna say, you know, that's a favorite with my people. That's a favorite.
Oh, in the Horn household.
Let me tell you the other flavor. That green apple.
Oh yeah.
Is there a bad flavor of Jolly Rancher? I don't know.
Yes.
Orange,
lemon.
Is there? I don't know. I've never heard of a lemon.
Hey, I am an expert on the Jolly Rancher. Okay. Orange. I even like the cherry. But you know what I hate with these companies? Like, they have a home run. Then they try to chop it up into 3 singles. So then you'll have Jolly Rancher Chewies, Jolly Rancher Lollipops, Jolly Rancher Ropes. Like, no.
Sour Patch Kids is definitely guilty of that.
Wait, what about Jolly Rancher Candy Canes?
My favorite is Sour Patch Original and then Giant Sour Patch Kids. I'm like, oh.
No, now, I will say this. They get an exception because there is nothing better than going to the store and getting a whole bag of Sour Patch watermelon.
That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
That is good. Let's get to headlines here, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Jimmy Butler had a little team gathering at his Bahamas house yesterday, and he was not having Nikola Jović go into the ocean because he thinks going into the ocean is stupid. And Nico was not listening to Jimmy Butler because
he's an intangible.
Well, I didn't mean
that's what intangible.
I don't like that.
Hey, did he have to say that to Bam?
Well, I mean, the only person he was yelling at was Nico.
Right. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look.
Crazy. He's crazy. Hey, man, you're not in Serbia no more, man. What? You're not in Serbia no more, bud. When getting out there, I would never. I can't swim either. But I just like the view. The view is crazy. What? I'm how deep it is.
Wow.
So notice now here. Let's be clear. I can swim.
Okay.
From a very early age. That's not it.
It's the ocean.
It's the ocean. And I'm gonna just tell you like it is.
Is it the critters?
The critters. Now, I've gone in the ocean before. When we went to Jamaica, me and Fonz and Rebecca and Mel got in the ocean. We put the little goggles on. We wanted to see if we could see any fish. Then 2 barracuda went by. Let me tell you, that ended that quick because they look menacing and they teeth ain't lined up. They got look like blenders in their mouth. But I remember one time I was at the beach with somebody and they go into the water and then, oh, come on. Now, I had to get in the water because the sand was hot. So I figured I'd just go in, get my feet wet or whatever. I go in, right? Then one of the friends come out. Something nibbled on my leg. So I turned and ran too. They go, you got one too? I say, no, but why am I standing around? You got it, I'm out. Like, yeah. So, like, it's a cultural thing. And it's not a matter of whether you can swim or not. It's just, I've always been extremely
cautious of the ocean.
Cautious of the ocean. Because guess what? Let me ask you a question. It's a fair question.
Hmm?
You ever turn on the TV and watch the news and they start talking about sharks?
Yeah.
And they say a black person got bit by a shark?
Well,
Okay. Okay.
I will say most of the time I see somebody with a nub, intangibles.
Right. Because you know why? And here's why. I blame the intangibles. Right? Here's why. You go in the water, you see a fish, you want to play with the fish. You get your arm bit off, and then so all the people who aren't familiar with the fish, with the ocean, say, you know what? The hell with that ocean. Right? But if you would go in there, it's just like gators. Right? Why are we putting our head in gators? Why we got to show, right?
I really
there's
like
a video of somebody getting bit. So guess what? I don't mess with gators.
I really do like though going in the ocean and like snorkeling and seeing like it's just peaceful, man.
No,
it's so
till you
peaceful.
come back like this.
No, I never. That's
Yeah.
not gonna happen. They say it's more likely to get struck by lightning.
You gonna swim away, Speedy?
No. They say it's more likely to get struck by lightning than it is bit by a shark.
Huh?
They say it's more likely to get struck by lightning than it is bit by a shark.
Well, guess what? I can't remember the last time I heard man got struck by lightning. But I can remember man get bit by shark.
Happens all the time. And I'll tell you where it happens. On that damn golf course you go on.
Really? Never, no.
Or am I just taking a Caddyshack reference?
Yes, because here's the thing. When lightning gets within 5 miles, a siren goes off on the golf course. Yeah.
Well, you know, I feel like when I'm in the ocean, right? Especially like I'm snorkeling at the Peanut and I'm looking around. If the fish are calm, that means the seas are calm. That means no sharks are around. So I feel okay.
If they're going around and you see
if they look a little ominous, if they're like a little squirrely, then I'll head on a swivel.
when I do know that when the little fish are going crazy, even in the sea, that's where you fish.
Yeah. That to me is where it is. But listen, Nico, I don't know if they got beaches like that in Serbia.
No, they don't. See, intangibles. They're very curious. Right?
What?
He's like, wow, we don't have this in Serbia. I'm gonna go in. It's warm. I wonder if there's any fish in here. And Jimmy's like, no, that's you don't like, no. I was feeling like I was starting to get a little, because that's the warm water. So there's always fish there.
Oh yeah.
They don't go away for the winter.
Oh yeah.
Or for the summer.
I'm sure Jimmy's got himself a nice Airbnb he's staying at there too. So
did you hear the music?
That's like undisturbed.
Now I will say this, and see, I would have figured this would have been the first thing you notice. We supposed to be in the middle of camp.
Yeah.
And he got a little sippy cup of something.
Oh, dude.
You ain't noticed that.
I think Spo's gonna have a hard practice this morning.
Hey, did you see it with the lip?
He's got the sippy sips. I saw there's one picture, I'll get it for you, of Nico. He's just floating in the water with a beer. Now just so if everybody shows up today to the morning workout a little, beat up, you're gonna know why.
So wait, Nico, hold on. First of all, I'm always going to be in a position where I can see or have an idea what's coming. So I ain't going to lay back in the water without no eyes on the water. So that's even crazier. Look, guys, I'm floating. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. See, that's what I'm saying.
He's just peaceful, you know? It's peaceful.
That's peaceful. Yep.
He's
Till
intense.
one of them animals come and get right. Even Jay Fig is saying that. An ocean aficionado. You don't turn your back to the water.
I don't think that's true. I think when you're in shallow range
Says
like that,
says the intangible.
No. That's not fair. Because you guys are looking at this. See, a shark would need to like get a ramp up if it's going to attack you like that from the bottom, you know? So I think
that's not true. Because
I think so.
It almost looks like you're trying to swim away, and that's when they attack. Think about this. And J-Fig said her dad say that. Then J-Fig dad say something. We listening. Because he got bit. Anyway. I know for a gator, if you're standing up, you look bigger and they're threatened. But if you laying flat, then they attack.
We just completely lied to Pella Larson about the zigzag thing.
Oh my God. You did. You told him. Of course you did. Just run zigzag. Look at that.
Checking in on Nico. He's just pounding beers while floating in the ocean.
Uh-oh, look. Oh, he ain't even about that water. Look, he ain't even got water clothes on.
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry got he's so dressed so far away from getting in that water. And you know what he's thinking? If I wear these clothes with this hat, there's no way they're gonna even suggest I go get in the water.
No one's even gonna suggest a little Marco Polo.
Right.
So glad everyone's enjoying themselves after the longest summer.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, that's what I'm surprised. So happy. I'm surprised, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
The approach that you've taken with this. You key and yucking it up.
Yep.
And you were mad that they even went there.
Damage is done. I mean, you know, what are you going to do?
Like,
damage is done, huh? You haven't seen damage, my friend. You haven't seen damage yet.
First of all, I've been very excited seeing the quotes come out of Heat Camp. Everybody's talking about how exciting the offense is that Spo has gotten in the lab, that they're punishing everyone for taking middies, for taking mid-range shots.
Here's what I hate. The offense, you can design. Spo is an excellent designer of basketball plays. You gotta make the shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's where this has gone south on us, right? It hasn't gone south with not having open shots. It's going south with not making the open shots.
I think that's what they're. I think their thought is, and like the aficionados of the analytics, which I am not. We're saying that the Heat were taking a lot of trash shots last year, a lot of covered shots, a lot of non-efficient shots. They lived in the middies too, which are necessary in playoff basketball. But
you know why?
When
movement in the beginning of the shot clock, so they weren't running offense. One or two guys would just dribble, and then get to 4 seconds, and somebody got to rush a shot. That's what happened a lot.
So apparently, I was reading in the Miami Herald in Anthony Chang's article, what they're doing is anything in the restricted area at the rim, 3 points in scrimmages. Mid-range, 1 point.
Oh.
So Spo's working it, dude. But in the meanwhile, just a little camaraderie, Frog Boy. Why you gotta be
Hey, wait a minute. Hey,
totally earned it.
Wait, can we just say this? -1 for flip-floppery.
The facts have changed.
No -1 here.
Bam!
-1.
They were celebrating Jimmy's birthday yesterday. Nothing wrong with that.
Right. That's
got a 2 a day in.
Less than a week ago, you about had a fit.
I didn't.
Don't know. It's too early. Too soon for this.
What do you mean?
Dude, you flipped. This was quicker.
No,
is
wait.
quicker than the pancake right here.
It's more important to me.
This is
Nope.
quicker than the pancake.
I will explain why, and I can understand why you're saying that. But
Because it is.
what's more important to me is vibes, and for this team, the vibes need to be right going into the season. So I will allow them to be in paradise if the vibes are right,
I'm gonna tell
which
you
they
this.
appear to be.
The vibes don't need to be right. The health needs to be right.
Fair.
The amount of games played needs to be right.
That's fair.
Okay. So
That's fair.
if Jimmy plays 70 games, the vibes around that facility are going to be real nice.
I know.
Promise you.
But
Okay. So what are we doing?
I like
I'm
it.
making
Just
stuff up.
little party, baby.
You making stuff up. Oh, now wait. Now we got a little party.
Camaraderie,
Oh,
baby.
my
Party,
goodness.
baby.
I don't even know who you are.
What
I
do
do
you
not
mean?
know who you are.
It's perfect. I'm already seeing it right now. You can change the mantra. They're the hardest drinking, most liquored up, toughest to watch team I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Marcos, I cannot believe what this guy's doing to us today.
Nikola,
Do you know we had to endure a whole week before media day,
That's fair.
right?
Karan Butler eased my my worries, though. You know, he said the culture goes wherever.
Oh no,
Now-
no,
he did, dude.
Wait,
Yeah, let's be nice.
Karan Butler works for the Heat.
Yeah.
In no way, shape, or form is he gonna ever suggest that what the Heat are doing is not appropriate. Could you
Nico's,
imagine Karan say, "Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't. We'd be on the Air Force base or something." Yeah, no, he works for the Heat.
Nico looks like a drunk polar bear.
No, I got to tell you. Look, now I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about it. It's only 7 feet of water, so he's standing up.
Oh man, he's just laid back. He's like, no more sneaking
And
into
guess
Han.
what? He's kind of far out there.
Yeah, but it's it's like a sandbar, not too deep. Just having some fun, baby.
What, dude? I got on one of the little things, right, and went out, and the guy goes, "Be careful, that's 100 feet of water."
Dade
And
South
you know what I
says-
did?
Hmm?
I turned around and I paddled in.
Dade South
He ain't
says
gonna
this
be
has
out here.
been a banner week for fraudulence. First
Yes!
Babushka, then flip-flopping on the Bahamas.
Tobes, can I
What?
just tell you?
Hmm?
Not your best week. I'm gonna just say this.
I
Not-
disagree.
Your flip-floppery has been in rare form this week.
I cannot wait for basketball. I am excited.
I
I'm
get
sure
it.
and
And guess what? You cannot do Babushka for a month. That's your punishment. For
on.
not no.
That's such a great
no.
bit about him
And
drinking
no.
in the ocean.
Marcos, Babushka's off limits.
Seems like the only way that we can justify your actions, you got to take a suspension.
Yes.
So Babushka suspended till November 4th?
Yes.
Or is it retroactive to the 30th?
No, because you
Because
did.
you did Babushka when you got back in the building.
Fine.
Yeah. You tried to come. No.
I'm marking
No.
this in my calendar.
November 4th, B Day.
D-Day.
All right, we'll
Hey,
take
I'm telling you, I don't care. We're going to watch some preseason games and the regular season going to start. Absolutely nothing.
Damn, when is the first game I can talk about it then?
Oh, man.
Hold on. Season starts on the 23rd. Damn it.
Wow, you got at
A week
least.
and a half of season.
Yeah, at least.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be hard. He going to go throw up a couple of bricks. And
Oh, God forbid he has a career high within those first couple games. So we'll never know.
Come on, let me bring it back for the 30th, baby. Knicks game.
No,
Oh,
listen, the fraudulence that you came, that you showed on Monday,
Mhm.
it should be more severe.
So what's my
But-
punishment if I break suspension?
you have
Dartboard.
to ask
Dartboard
Nico
is
a
doomed.
question in Babushka's voice.
Yes.
And then when he says, like, when he begins to ask you, just go back to your normal voice and pretend it didn't happen. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. It is a football Friday. We got lots of action to get to. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We got you watch that game, Leroy. We had a good Thursday night game last night, baby.
Can I just say this? I had Kirk Cousins under.
Oh no.
You could have probably did Kirk Cousins times 2, and I still would have lost.
But you said yesterday, you're like, no way the under's hitting.
No. I'm talking about less than 250 yards.
Oh man. Oof. And you had overtime too.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I thought when he threw that interception, I'm like, that's
Kirk
curtains.
Cousins.
That's curtains. This is what? This is 2. They've pulled out two wins from the jaws of defeat. This has been a very impressive showing by the very un-Falcons like.
Very rarely in a game like that close, does one guy throw for 500 and the other guy only throws for 180. It just doesn't happen. Usually it's a shootout.
Yep. Crazy, man.
Almost 700 yards. I mean, you could probably go 3 football games this weekend and it won't add up. It'll just barely get to 700 yards.
Kirk Cousins yesterday, as Leroy was saying, 42 of 58, 509 yards, 4 tutties, 1 pick. Woof. Man.
It's not that he threw a pick, but it was when.
Yeah, it was a rough one. It was a rough one, and you thought it was over then for him, but nope. Holding call, moved back the Bucks. They had the punt.
What's crazy is that's 2 defensive-minded coaches.
Yeah.
Got cooked.
Crazy, man.
Kirk Cousins was picking them apart early. I'm like, why is there so much space? But that's what that cover 2 does. That cover 2 leaves the middle of the field open, and they dare you to throw it because they're betting that you can't be accurate. And if you're just a little off or a little short, a defender can get a hand on it.
You mentioned that about Tua, like, he's not afraid to go over there, because that's been one thing that's been frustrating, I think, watching these backups is that no one goes over. They did the first throw of the damn game, waddle over the middle, and we never saw it again.
Because it's frightening. People, you don't understand. That is for a quarterback. For some quarterbacks, like walking in a landmine. Because there's the linebackers, the safeties, everybody is reacting to the football. If you don't look them off and create a little bit of space, right, then it gets real tight real quick. So, I've been saying that from the beginning when people say, what does Tua do? And I'm like, yeah, man, watch football. They don't really throw it in the middle of the field. That's why everybody says cover 2 is terrible. But it really isn't. Because if you play cover 2 like last night and your quarterback is accurate, then you can pick cover 2 apart.
Well, last night, Falcons, they get to 3-2. 36-30 was the final in OT. Fun division, strangely. I think we all kind of thought the division, but all the
scoring a bunch of points.
All the offenses seem to be humming in the South. Even the Panthers are kind of getting into it ever since Red Rifle took over. So who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? I'm praying that what is the over under for the? I didn't even look. What is the over under for the Dolphins game this week?
Oh no,
the Dolphins and what?
Dolphins, Patriots,
39.
36.5.
Oh my goodness.
Is that the lowest of that's got to be the lowest of the week.
Yes.
Didn't one team score more than that yesterday?
Yeah.
There's only one game that's lower.
What?
Can we get?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say, who do the Raiders play?
Broncos.
There you go.
Yep. 35.
I was going to say, who do the Raiders play? Who do the Broncos play?
35.5 is the lowest over under of the week. And then the Dolphins at 36.5. Dolphins 1-point dogs in New England, both 1-3.
Say that to yourself again. The Dolphins are 1-point dogs to New England,
Yep.
who are admittedly a dumpster fire.
Yep. Trying. I mean, kind of trying. I don't know. Beat the Bengals week 1, and then they've lost to Seattle, got smoked by the Jets, and smoked by the Niners. Man. Football Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Football Friday.
Well,
which
there's always the Canes.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I gotta wait too late though.
Tomorrow night is gonna be a fun night for me. Canes and fighting. I'm excited.
Yeah.
2 TVs,
I
2
have
cheeks on the couch.
I have a bone to pick with a popular business.
Okay. All right, we'll get to that. But I just want to let you guys know Football Friday brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. We'll take a break. Leroy will have a bone to pick with somebody. Coming up next.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy is sponsored
And welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We'll get to Leroy picking a issue with a company here in just a second. But I want to let Heat fans know this Monday, the Heat will host their annual red, white, and pink game presented by Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute, an open exhibition that will include the Heat's 2024-25 roster. Tickets are only $7 a piece, and proceeds benefit care and research at the Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute. For more information, visit heat.com/tickets. So if you guys want to see your team up and close for a great price and a great cause, Monday, red, white, and pink game, we will be broadcasting that game. Kind of like a free flow. It's not like a play-by-play. Salon and I will be doing some and Tommy Ty will be doing some I'm sorry, Tom. If you're not doing it, Tommy, I didn't mean to recruit you there. Just
look at that, dude.
I apologize.
If you say Heat, you say Tommy Ty. So
I feel like Tommy's going to be there. I feel like he is. But if he's not, I apologize, Tommy. This is what happens. I need to have more meetings about things, but I know for sure I'm supposed to be there. But anyway, 6 o'clock is when I believe the broadcast begins. We'll kind of free flow. We'll see what's going on. I mean, it's an open run, guys. It's not like they're getting locked down, but I will say, cool dunks, a lot of cool dunks in the open. I remember Jaime Hawkins put on a show last year. He was doing a full court catching lobs from Lowry. So it's a fun show. Red, white, and pink game coming up Monday, and you guys can get your tickets, heat.com/tickets. Leroy, go ahead, buddy. What's the issue?
I have a cracked filter. In my pool. The thing you put the little thing in, it's the cartridge. So I had to buy one. First of all, I called the pool guy around here. They quoted me $1,800.
Shoo.
Now, right. So I told them to kick rocks. Right? It was a joke because the part costs anywhere from $900 to $1,100. And all you have to do is unscrew the pipes because it comes with the attachments. Put the other one in and screw them in.
Right.
So how is that $800 is beyond me. So they can kick rocks. Okay. They look me in my face knowing I know how much it costs because I said I could get one for like $700 or $800. They go, we won't put it in unless you buy it from us. And then they quote me that. So they knew that I knew what was going on. So I go onto Amazon. I find one, and it says it'll be here on the 8th. This was earlier in the week.
Okay.
Now, one of the reasons why I picked him, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, you go on Amazon, you figure out when you need it, and whoever says they can get it to you by that time, you get it.
Of course.
Right, because you got Prime. It costs, because it's heavy, $200
to ship?
To get it on the 8th.
Okay.
So I said.
So you paid extra delivery?
Yes, because otherwise it was going to come. No, it said if you don't do anything, it's free if it comes on the 8th.
Okay.
If you want it on the 3rd, which was yesterday, right? Because I did it early beginning of the week. If you want it on the 3rd, $200. Well, I said, my pool's leaking. I don't want to ruin anything else because of the pressure.
Right.
So I said, okay, $200.
Fast as possible.
I'll eat it. Right.
You'll eat it.
So usually when you use Amazon and you use these companies, they ship it right away.
Now, let me just ask you real quick.
Sure.
Sometimes when you go to Amazon, even if you have Amazon Prime, you got some squirrely ones. Was this one an Amazon Primer? Did you pick one that was in Amazon Prime?
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
All right.
Okay.
Should be a guarantee.
The whole time it said delivery on the 3rd, which was yesterday.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, cool. I went and got the stuff I needed to change the screws or whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Yesterday comes. Right? Nothing.
Are you checking the updates?
Yes.
The updates?
It says be here by 8 o'clock.
Oh.
Right.
Huh.
Then I get an email. Just shipped your package. It'll be here on the 10th.
What?
Right. Now,
Oh,
if I would have just got it on regular shipping, I would have got it on the 8th for free.
no 200.
Right. So what pisses me off is, hey, buddy, Amazon is not eBay. They have a standard, and when you buy stuff as a Prime member, that you should get your stuff. That's what you pay for. Everybody loves that Prime thing.
If there's not one thing that we have Amazon for, the reason they have put everybody out of business is because we get things ridiculously fast, and I don't have to go anywhere.
Right. So I go on Amazon. I punch in my little issue. We'll get back to you in a couple of days. I'm like, so you're going to get to me after the time where I should have already had what I bought. And so, like, I don't know how to do, because Amazon say, hey, buddy, no, you can't do business with us.
They should
Amazon should kick their ass off of Prime.
They should ban them.
They should ban them.
You got to give them a bad review.
What is a review going to do? I promise you, nobody's going to buy the crap that I had to buy from them.
If you give them a bad review, even if they know, and you know what you should do? You should do a video bad review. We should send this and put it on their little review thing.
Yeah.
Bums.
This for you, dude.
Bums.
I'm waiting all the way up until 8 o'clock because it said it was going to get there before 8 o'clock. Then I get the damn email. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, there better be like, you know.
And so I said, I better get my $200 back because it was free shipping. I'm getting it after free shipping.
Ridiculous.
So that's my mind is blown by this. Like, people get mad at me because I talk about customer service. That is customer service at its worst. Because again, I had other options.
You should definitely have you like written in. They said 2 days.
Huh?
And so you wrote Amazon and they said it won't be for another 2 days. They won't help you.
Get a hold of the seller.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
Because even Amazon, like if someone don't fit, usually it'll be like, return to your Amazon account. They'll at least give you a credit.
Right.
You know? Ridiculous.
So that is the problem. Yes, it was a Prime product. I wanted to get it quick, so I checked all of those things.
Of course.
I know what the delivery said. You know you can get it either next week or you might pay $10 more for the same item, but you'll get it later on in the day. And if you need it, you just go ahead on and eat the $10.
Well, especially if the status, here's the thing that pisses you off, because if the status says it's going to be there by 8, you can normally cancel something before it ships and you'll get a refund. That's the way it's supposed to work. And so the way that they okey-doked you and said, oh, it's going to be here by 8, not here by 8, and then shipped it. So now you can't refund it because until it gets there. Yeah, that's a dirty move. You got to hit them with a bad review.
Well, because here's the other problem. If you cancel it, by the time it gets to your credit card, you're going to be out twice the amount of money for the same product. If you buy it again. Right. So it's like, dude, like, I'm so pissed off about this because you can buy the same item from 50 different places.
Let's hit them.
Where is it coming from? Let me see.
Let's hit them with the ultimate punishment, which of course is the bum gun squad.
Yeah,
because this is ridiculous behavior and cannot stand here on this show with their art of deception. They it's a -1 for deception and hit them with the bum guns.
-1 for deception. Fire the bum guns.
So now, and here's the other thing. If it was coming from a place with delayed shipping because of the hurricane or whatever, then that should be on the thing.
It should tell you immediately, yeah.
Right. Now expected October 10th. So now it's expected after the date that they originally said if I didn't overnight it. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to tell you right now where it's coming from. It's coming from Texas.
Really?
Yes.
Surprised it's not coming from like why wouldn't a Florida warehouse have like all the pool stuff? You would think.
Because they might not be on Amazon, and because you have to understand in Florida, don't nobody want to sell nothing cheap. But they don't care down here. They don't care. So if they could sell 10 of the same items, but be $100 less, they'd rather sell charge $100 more and only sell 3. It's the dumbest thing in the world.
They have pools in Texas?
Huh?
They have pools in Texas or just lakes?
No, dude, it's bone dry in Texas. What
Is
are you
it?
talking about?
I don't
West
know,
Texas?
dude. I don't know. Last time I was in Texas, it was Dallas. Place sucked. No offense to anybody from Dallas, but you know, Mark Cuban can go to hell. The place was dreary.
So yeah.
I mean, granted, it was the winter, but you know, still.
Florida residential pools.
So here's the
1
thing.
million.
Let me explain. So
Texas?
I was supposed to get it on the 3rd, right?
Yeah, we got it.
It says package has left the carrier facility this morning.
Yeah,
so that's the problem is not.
No, I get it. You're more pissed about the $200 than you are the delivery.
I'm more pissed that he took away my options by giving me bad customer service.
There's no way they shouldn't give you that money back.
No, they should, but that's not the point. I needed the item.
I know, but the bigger thing is they screwed you out of $200.
Yeah, but you understand.
I know you want the item.
I have a crack.
No. Look, I get it.
Right.
But I'm saying, but the dirtiest part of it, like stuff does
get
get delayed.
Listen, they got me for $200. I'll get that back.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is when you can buy from 10 different places and you pick one and they screw you over. So now you can't use the other ones unless you buy an additional one. That's what pisses me off.
You sure they got pools in Texas, Marcos?
Not a lot. I'm looking at a list here. They have 800,000 pools residential wise. Florida at the top of that list with 1.5 million. And no one else even comes close to those two. But Texas is way bigger than us, right? They should have more pools.
They should.
Not necessarily.
But then there's basically Texas that's kind of like Oklahoma. I don't know if Oklahoma's got a pool around.
California, 1.3 million. Wyoming, only 3,000. Oof.
Well, yeah, because you know how hard it is to take care of a pool in the winter?
Yeah, you got to cover it. You got to have that spring cover on it.
You got to put the antifreeze in the pipes.
Whew. Well, take a break. When we come back, Odell Beckham Jr. finally speaks to the media. He had his first full practice with the Dolphins yesterday. We'll hear from OBJ next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Let us get to our headlines, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Schmieden says, ban this song. They don't deserve it. No, we are here until the wheels fall off with the hour 2. I'm sorry. I know I've been asked that. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. You know, we don't crack tradition. I'm not doing that with this. Sorry. Let's get to so we had last night Thursday night football. Falcons beat the Bucks 36-30 in overtime. Talked a little bit about that last hour. The Mets get a huge
Oh my goodness.
3-run homer from the polar bear, Pete Alonso, in the 9th inning. They beat the Brewers and move on to the National League Division Series. So I know Mets fans got to be thrilled. I wish you nothing but the worst. Sorry.
It's been an exciting past couple games for Mets fans.
It has been. And nothing about this is good for me. But I mean, it's Mets Phillies next series. What can I root for? Root for, kerosene to be lit on the field and no games being able to be played.
Okay.
I'm sorry, just how I feel.
For sure.
Your division series start on Saturday. You have Tigers at Guardians. Mets at Phillies at 4:08, 6:38 p.m. Royals at the Yankees, and then the late game 8:38 Padres at the Dodgers.
Oh, now we're talking.
Early on, you do get a lot of baseball.
A lot of baseball, dude. It's a busy sports day on Saturday, and then of course 10:30 on Saturday, Canes Cal. Our pregame coverage on WQM gets going at 6:30. Danny Rubinowitz and Brian Monroe will have that for you. And then, of course, also at that same time, UFC 307 from Salt Lake City, Utah. Alex Peirera defends his light heavyweight championship against Khalil Rountree, the sacred 205 belt that has been the likes of John Bones Jones, Rampage Jackson, Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Alex Peirera. It is one of the most storied championships, but to be honest with you, it has been a little bit snake bit ever since John Jones left the division. Alex Peirera kind of taking that mantle finally as a reigning 205 champion. So got that going for you. Khalil Rountree is let me see. Because we can just take a little looky-loo. We're going to do
a little chilly.
We're going to take a little look at Leroy's prize picks, later on. But for UFC action,
just a little
Khalil Rountree plus 350. He could win. I mean, he could win. He's
okay.
He could win. I wouldn't, he could win. I mean, let's just say we go there and then, we throw, I don't know, how about Kayla Harrison versus Ketlin Vieira to not go the distance. We'll throw that in there.
Friend of the show.
Well, she was a friend. She was going to be a friend of the show. She was late yesterday and I had to leave.
Yeah. Oh, no longer friend of the show. She's going.
No, I've spoken to Kayla before, but I was like, hey, I just told you, I'm like, hey, do you know what it's like driving home from Miami at 3:15? I got it.
Yeah, I know.
This was supposed to be a half hour ago. I need to leave. Anyway, but I still think she's going to win. I think she's going to finish the fight. So if we go fight not to go the distance, all right, then we'll go a little old school, all right? and we got Jose Aldo Jr. against Mario Batista. Jose Aldo, live dog, plus 115. Throw him in there. And then let's go with the man who cursed more than anybody in the history of this show.
Oh,
he actually took the mantle. He took the mantle from Jorge Masvidal, Kevin Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Throw him in there against Roman Dolidze. And, you get yourself a cool little plus 3,000 parlay.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Spicy.
Yeah.
Woo! By the way, looking at the Dolphins, just for the record this week, every Dolphin is plus money to score an anytime touchdown.
Every Dolphin.
Like, do you know, like, usually it's Tyreek and Devon Achane. They're like minus 115 for an anytime touchdown. Not this week. Devon Achane plus 145. Tyreek Hill, maybe the best price you'll get him at all year, plus 210 for an anytime touchdown.
Ooh.
Jalen Waddle, who has fewer touchdown catches than Jared Goff, he's plus 300.
Oh.
Somehow, though, Julian Hill went down. He's plus 1750. But I'm still betting him.
Yeah, I bet.
Throwing away my money.
Man, so they're not expecting
look at these tight
scores.
Look at these tight ends. Durham Smythe. What a joke. Plus 1,400. Never scores. Jonnu Smith. What a ruse that was.
A real big wrinkle it's been thus far.
Oh, yeah. It's a wrinkle, all right. A wrinkle on the ass of this offense. That's what it is.
Yep.
Like when you walk into LA Fitness and you see those old timer cheeks. They don't even care to put on a towel anymore. That's the wrinkle in the Dolphins offense this year. Wrinkly cheeks.
Love that.
Ridiculous, dude.
I may or may not have Jonnu Smith on my fantasy, so it's been hurting me. I was told he was going to be taking reverses. Now
I did see that. I saw that in the one day I went to camp this year. I was like, oh yeah, look at that. Jonnu Smith in the backfield. Razzle dazzle. And then of course also the Tua no look. That was but that was to Mostert. He doesn't play either. So
remember that guy?
Mostert. But Odell Beckham Jr.
Pretty good.
Practice yesterday.
Is he gonna play?
I think he's going to play. It sounds like he's going to play. Mike McDaniel's speaking, I think, in like 5 minutes, so we'll get confirmation on that. He wouldn't confirm it yesterday. He says you have to ask the coach. But this was Odell, who was saying yesterday that, he doesn't need to play football, but he wants to be here for the team, and explains why he started the year on IR. Here was OBJ.
Just talking with Mike as just figuring out where I wanted to go and the conversations I had with him, along with some of the brothers that I have down here. He was one of the main reasons I came here. And we kind of had an understanding of probably not going to be ready. You know what I mean? He assured me that was fine, just try and get back as fast as you can. I think, a lot of people don't know what pupless is or what it actually entails. You see a lot of people, are you even going to play football? Like, this is just me from the bottom. I could be anywhere in the world right now. Like, I chose to be here to play football in the NFL. I could be overseas anywhere. I could be doing whatever I want. I've done enough in my life to where I've warranted that for myself. So I chose to be here. I hate the feeling of walking around this building and you're hurt, and pupless means I can't practice with the team. Sorry. I can't practice with the team, be on the field. I can't play the first 4 games. Like, it's a rule. It's very simple. So it's just something that I kind of had to follow. Not what I wanted to do, but, for me, it was a selfless act, because if I'm not on the pup list, I'm taking up a roster spot, which means I'm taking someone else's job and I'm not doing anything. It's not really a good feeling to have. So it was what was best for this team and organization, and that's something that, it was an easy decision for us.
What was that look, Frog Boy, that you gave?
Sure. He's made enough money. And he has done enough and been successful enough that if he chose to walk away from football, he would be fine. He'd probably be on the next season of Love Island, for all I know.
Yep.
But don't make it seem like you're doing us a favor.
I don't think that's the best way to go about it either. To be honest.
Here's the thing.
You're not doing us a favor.
It's literally very difficult to explain that I enjoy playing football and want to play, and that's why I'm here, without actually saying those other things. You see what I mean?
I think actually
that's why he said that.
I think
he wanted people to understand he really wants to be here and play football. But if he just says that, then people are going to say, nah, he's just saying that.
I disagree. I think the way you're saying it's probably the better way to say it.
Pretty up that way.
I mean, listen, we live in a world right now, good or bad.
Yep.
No explanation can be simple. Turn on the TV. Just listen. It can't just be a simple explanation. He couldn't have just said, oh, I just want to be here. Because then the comments would have been, yeah, okay, whatever. You see what I mean? He tried to express that in another way, which is what we all do. And I'm not going to hold it against him because he's basically saying, and this is not a shot at anybody, I did not have to play football to be able to move on. I want to play football.
Yeah.
But again, you're doing it a lot better than he did. I think you should have been like his PR guy.
Okay, but so maybe when we explain things, they don't come across.
I think he's got that. I think can I tell you what I think happens in this damn organization? I think everybody's got Mike McDaniel syndrome where they just say too many words.
Yeah.
Too many words, dude. Too many words. That's what I think happens. We get it. It's like, well, but it is weird. Like, were you ready to play or were you not? Because he was saying yesterday, well, my original plan was to not even sign in season with anybody. But then you're like, well, I did a selfless thing of going on. Dude, were you ready or not ready? Because it kind of seems like when training camp, when you were keeled over on the field, it didn't look like you were ready.
Yeah. He said it was a selfless move. I didn't want to take a roster spot. But it's not something I wanted to do, but I wasn't doing anything anyway. So it's kind of like, dude, like, come on. Like, let me get credit for taking out the trash. You're the man of the house, dude. You got to take out the trash. You don't get credit for that.
Oh, no, dude. Let me tell you something. You know what's great about having kids?
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Then you go take the trash out.
I can't.
That's good.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Wait till little tadpole can lift a trash bag.
It's really why I'm getting him to walk. Kid needs a job.
Be like, hey. What are you doing? You going to play some video games?
Oh,
no, you're not. You can take
out
the trash out.
When I stand at the door, sucker.
I could take that trash out. I'd be fine taking it out.
Oh, yeah.
Way better making your kid do it.
Yeah.
Way better.
Can't wait.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, it's just going to go play. Oh, were you?
Oh, ruin that.
We'll hear more from him.
I got a response.
Good?
You can still kick rocks. It's in the air now.
Yeah.
He goes, hello, I would check your order tomorrow. Don't worry. Like, you checking it after the date it was supposed to be here? You see what I'm saying?
And then tell me not to worry.
How's that good customer service? He goes, I just checked right now.
Well, listen.
I'm so sorry about your order. We have a delay by FedEx. I just refunded you about your shipping.
Okay.
I hope that I have helped. Sometimes this happens with carriers. I'm like, no, I wasn't done.
Okay.
I'm like,
he should have gone like, listen, I don't have to refund this, but I'm gonna do this because it's a selfless act by me.
That's what you would do. See, which would just add to the miserable customer service experience. Like, okay, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Okay, I get that maybe there was a delay by FedEx, but what I don't understand is why didn't they pick it up until the date it was due?
Don't know.
That has to do with him preparing the package. Is that not correct?
Definitely seems like Rocco got lazy in the
right. So don't come at me like I'm too stupid enough to figure out what happened.
Hey, Rocco, you put that in the deliveries out?
I mean, the Stromboli.
So yeah, like that's the other thing. That's the other thing that pisses me off when you're dealing with people.
Oh, I forgot.
That excuse right there. That excuse right there is what pisses me off even more.
I forgot it was in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Clyde, you put this there filter in the delivery box?
I'm eating a steak.
Really? What the hell kind of country? Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Clyde. I got distracted. I was hunting armadillo.
Right.
Cactus. What else is in Texas?
Longhorns.
Guns.
And the Cowboys.
God bless the Cowboys.
I got distracted. You think this Jerry Jones really going to trade for Devontae Adams? He didn't even pay for Derrick Henry. That don't make no sense. I think Zeke's going to turn back the clock.
I'm all in.
Take a break. More shenanigans on the other side. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Hey, join the WQM On Air staff at Smoke on the Water in Weston for Whiskey Stars and Cigars on Wednesday, October 9th, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Automall. Enjoy a sample of Jack Daniel's Bonded Series, a nice Drew Estate cigar, and sports talk with the WQM On Air staff. Must be over 21. Drink responsibly. Official partner, the Main Man. There's nobody better to help you flip your biz and cash out big than the Main Man. Go online to themainman.com and sponsored by the injury law firm of Cohen and Judah, where a partner handles every single case. Call 866-FAIR-FEE. Fair fee. Got that going for you. Dolphins getting ready for the New England Patriots. Mike McDaniel weighing in on Odell Beckham. Frogboy will get you that here in just a second, as we'll hear from McCochin on where things stand with OBJ and where he stands in this whole process. And then, of course, we will tickle Leroy's fancy coming up later on this hour.
I need something during the day to tickle my fancy because I can't promise you Saturday night.
Maybe you should watch the NHL show, dude. I think they're. I started watching it today. It's pretty good.
I know you told me before we started. You said, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I haven't gotten to the Kachuk episode yet. That's episode 3. I'm in the midst of episode 2, where they're following Philip Forsberg from the Nashville Predators and his ankle injury.
Can I ask you a question, Tobin?
Yeah.
How would you rate that show's watchability with the missus? Is that something she'd be interested in, or is it too? Because we're in the Vince McMahon thing right now. We just got to the last episode, and she's been hooked. This one has been.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, if you're not even a wrestling fan, the Vince McMahon thing,
that one is good.
It's impossible not to be captivated by that. He's evil,
for sure.
You know, especially with the way women love murders and creep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like my every day I walk into the bedroom, my wife's like, I'm like, who's getting killed today?
Hey, let me tell you something.
So strange.
I looked over at my wife one night because she falls to sleep to Forensic Files.
Yeah,
that's scary.
And they love it. Or that stuff on Lifetime where the woman gets back. That's all that's called. That's the Woman Gets Back channel, right? Abused. Then she mess a dude up, and everybody's happy at the end. Everybody's smiling. You look over at your significant other. She's smiling. Get him, right? I say, I tell you what. You try any funny business with me, I've been watching that show too. I'm taking hairs. I'm spitting all over the place. I'm leaving DNA all over this thing.
I saw Aaron Rodgers on McAfee this week, and he was like, McAfee's going, to Berkeley, of course, for college game day. And Aaron Rodgers is giving advice. He goes, yeah, you should really walk around that marina. There was a famous murder case there where Scott Peterson dumped off his pregnant woman in the bay. I'm like, oh, why is he so weird?
Why is he so weird?
I'm telling you, it's funny. But here's what else I realized from watching that show.
Horrible.
I don't care how smart you are. You ain't getting away.
Oh, yeah.
They gonna get your ass.
They're gonna get your ass.
Hey.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
with technology.
Because the deal is that I don't care how smart you think you are, you ain't gonna pay attention to the details like they are.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
It is crazy though sometimes how like the slip ups do happen. You're just like, how did you really? That's how you thought you were gonna do it,
right?
Yeah.
I saw one last night with 3 dudes, right? Killed the dude that looked like a dude, a doctor, and 2 other dudes that looked like one of the guys, and they determined he was dead. And then the 2 guys took the insurance money and was flying all around. Well, they left the doctor behind. They got the doctor because the guy died in his office. And then after a couple of years, they found the other 2 guys. Like, yeah. I'm like, wow. And I don't care how you plan it out. You gonna get got. So I just looking at my wife. She all into it. I say, don't get no ideas.
Sometimes my wife's like, she's like, I had trouble sleeping. I'm like, you ever think it's because you watch Pure Evil before bed every night?
Right. Yeah. Like, you know what? I watch Everybody Loves Raymond. I fall right to sleep.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Ray.
She watches Lifetime. Oh, let's not forget during the holidays that Lifetime is Hallmark.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, I'm like, come on.
Well, now you got it.
We know the story.
Now
Guy went away for school, comes back home, high school sweetheart. She's going through a divorce, and you hook up at the end.
If
That's
you got
the story.
If you got Hulu now, that's the portal to all evils. You got Lifetime, Hallmark, just straight up forensic files, murder, whatever you need. It's like an evil buffet.
By the way, as you can see, I'm eating.
Is that Greek yogurt?
Yes. Guess what was on my plate last night?
Oof.
My arch enemy.
Arugula?
Close.
Broccoli.
Cauliflower.
Kale salad.
Oh. Kale.
So it's safe to say Big Spoon's winning the diet battle over the heart scores.
Nice.
No, to be fair, I said, you know what? I had some chicken, some risotto, and I was at Publix. And I said, you know what? I'm going to throw some shrubbery on here. Get some salad dressing. I already got the two things I need. Just a little, roughage.
Very mature.
I accidentally got kale salad. I'm going to tell you what.
-1.
Yes. Don't worry. It had a lot of salad dressing on it.
Well, speaking of salad dressing, a man who's a word salad dressing, Mike McDaniel.
No, he's a poo-poo platter right now.
This was him minutes ago talking about their weighing the decision on whether or not to play OBJ. Here was the Dolphins head coach.
You think that it would be prudent to have Odell have another week of practice through the bye week and bring him back October 20th, or is there a real possibility we could see him in uniform on Sunday?
There's something to be said about today's practice, for sure. However, I think there's on a team that's very motivated to win a football game. I think he's eager to try to help do that. So you kind of have to, weigh. You take in the full breadth of the practice week, and then make a decision. And that decision, if you do go that direction, has implications that you have to address on within your team, and then if you do go that direction, it's some sort of modified usage of them that you'd expect the following game to there be a little uptick. So weighing that in, watching the guys work together, and making sure that we put them in a fair position if we go that direction.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. You guys have called up D. Eskridge to the active roster the last couple of weeks to play wide receiver. Get his ass out there.
What else? What else do we have?
You do understand
who's losing snaps?
Hold on, there, Mr. Strong Arm.
Okay.
Right, you coming in strong. You do understand if you put him out there now and he's not healthy, then this lingers. I don't know what the situation is, but you're just saying just throw him out there. It's not really that simple, because guess what? You want him there when Tua gets back. So if he's got these nagging injuries going forward because he didn't wait an extra week or two, then what? I'll wait. Go ahead. Then what? Then what are you going to say then? Because you brought him back too soon.
Hold on.
You don't think they got to weigh all these options? I'm just saying. You don't think they have to weigh all these options?
This guy just told me he didn't want to go on IR back too soon. When is he ready to go back? Let's go.
Okay. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A truly understanding person of the situation.
Chop, chop.
I don't understand even why we signed him, to be honest.
What?
I don't understand
why
we
Tobin was out and me and you fought for a whole show over this.
That's true, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, for quite some time. Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you think
it was the right
you think I've got that?
I didn't think he was this banged up. I would have gave him less. Like, come on, what are we doing? Why did we bring in?
You could have had for $6 million.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry.
Look at that. You see? Look at Derrick Henry.
Oh, man. Killing it.
Think about that. Think about the decision that teams made. Mostly Dallas.
Yeah.
You gave a quarterback $60 million, but you won't give a guy who's probably in today's football more important than your quarterback at times. You wouldn't give him $6 million.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Classic hip hopper from Todell Beckham Jr.
Oh no, I got him. He forgot. He didn't remember we had that conversation. We fought a whole show in between all them damn game shows about what's the big deal with signing Odell Beckham. $6 million, $7 million. What's the big deal? That's what it. And now he's like, why did we even sign him? Why did we even sign him?
They lied about his injury status.
You literally took the direct opposite side just now.
No, this is damaged goods. It's the same thing that happened with you, Leroy. Had I known it was going to come after the third, I wouldn't have ordered it. Happens sometimes, man.
I just don't understand. Hey, wait. Let me just say. I'm trying to think. Wow. Okay. Yeah. hey, that was a nice maneuver. And look, Yoda taught you well.
Wiggle room.
No, you're not Yoda. You Boba. Boba.
Take a break. We'll tickle Leroy's fancy coming up next.
Fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
Nah! It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to tickle Leroy. Go around the Week 5 NFL slate once Leroy gets back to his seat, of course. But I want to let you guys know, Heat fans, this Monday, the Miami Heat will host their annual red, white, and pink game, which is going to be presented by Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute. It is an open exhibition that will include the Heat's 24-25 roster. Tickets are only $7 each, and proceeds benefit the care and research at the Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute. For more information, visit heat.com/tickets. Check that on out, ladies and gents. Check that on out. It is a Football Friday here on 560, which is brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology? With Chevy trucks, you're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's ride. Man, Leroy must really be having it out with this Amazon guy, you know?
Oh, really?
Man.
For sure.
All right, let's just do it like this. Tickle Frog Boys! Fancy. All right, Marcos.
Yep.
9:30 a.m.
What?
From London.
Oh.
The New York Jets take on the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota, a 2.5-point favorite. Kind of feel like that's a small line. Tickle your fancy?
I'm thinking like Leroy. I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
But I do love early football. Tickles. I'm a little tickled. I'm a little tickled by that.
My fancy is tickled.
All right. There you
I
go.
know he's not going to make the late night slot. So he's probably going to want to enjoy as much football as he possibly can during the
Right. Right.
That's what I'm going to go with there.
1 o'clock.
All right.
The Panthers take on the Bears. Chicago is a 4-point favorite. Take your fancy?
Fancy, not tickled.
Yeah, I can't blame you on that one.
What is said when you said Panthers? I thought we were talking hockey.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for cat season. Cat season is days away, ladies and gentlemen. Days away.
Cannot wait.
All right, what about this one here for you? Try this one on for size. A team Leroy Horde played for. Ooh. The Baltimore Ravens take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Leroy,
yes,
does
sir.
Ravens and Bengals tickle your fancy?
Yes, I think Cincinnati gonna get dump truck.
Wow, you might be right.
Oh, dude, listen, this is one of those situations, and I get into it all the time with people where they talk about this quarterback can't do it or this quarterback can't do it. And you see a quarterback like Joe Burrow who did it, was the second year, right? And so you think that as long as we got Joe Burrow, we have a chance. Well, the rest of that team is a dumps of fire, and they've been getting drug up and beat by teams that when you say, oh, we got that dude, that quarterback shouldn't be happening. So you're going to see and you're going to witness if they don't do nothing around Joe Burrow, then just having Joe Burrow and some receivers ain't going to matter.
All right, Leroy. 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
The Cleveland Browns take on one of the rising, exciting teams in the league, the Washington Commanders at 3-1. Does this game tickle your fancy? Washington, a standard 3-point home favorite.
It does.
My fancy is tickled.
It does because this quarterback is amazing.
Yep.
And he's not, and the thing that separates him from, say, RG3 is he's not mostly a runner. He's a quarterback that runs.
A real piss whistle.
Now, he is kind of wiry, but still, and he can throw it. So, yeah, I like watching it. I don't know what the hell's going on with Cleveland. But they say Nick Chubb is not far from coming back.
That's good news.
Yeah.
You got to hold on to little victories.
Your little victories, yes, because I got to tell you, that offensive line, oof.
At 1 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
the Indianapolis Colts at 2-2 visit the 0-4 Jacksonville Jaguar. Okay.
Like, as soon as you got the jumbo shrimps out there, I'm out.
I got to say, my fancy's tickled because if the Jaguars lose this game and go to 0-5, hot seat.
It's another guy. There's another person they talking about. We got that dude.
Hot seat.
Right? We got that dude at quarterback.
Is Flacco starting this week? What are they doing? Let me see. What's going on with old Anthony Richardson? He's questionable.
Dude.
Limited participant in practice.
You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because one of the most painful, underrated injuries is hip pointer. I'm telling you, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
Oh, man. I can't with the Blue Chew comments.
Mm-hmm.
1 o'clock, Leroy. The 3-1 Buffalo Bills visit the 3-1 Houston Texans. Houston, a 1-point favorite at home. Tickle your fancy?
Yeah.
My fancy is Tickle.
I like the Bills look better than they did last year at this point.
And of course, Stephon Diggs' revenge game.
Ooh.
Got that to look forward to.
Well, here's the kicker. Who are you more afraid of? Stephon Diggs or Nico Collins?
Man.
Nico Collins has been killing it.
Yeah,
right?
He has been.
And so I think that Stephon Diggs might be a product of being playing opposite of Nico Collins. Because I'm worried about Nico Collins more than I'm worried about Stephon Diggs.
The final 1 o'clock game, Leroy.
Nice slate this weekend.
The Miami Dolphins visit the New England Patriots. Tickle your fancy?
Oh, who cares?
Can I just say, yes.
My fancy is tickled.
My fancy is
I have a vested interest in this team. I want to see him do well. And I have to watch these games differently than you because when you come in, I have to be able to give substantial answers.
I don't feel like I make you do that.
What?
Yeah. Come on, baby. We're on the same page.
No, what page is that?
4 o'clock.
All right.
The Las Vegas.
I might not. There might not be nothing that excites me if 1 o'clock goes bad.
The Las Vegas Raiders visit the Denver Broncos. Tickle your fancy?
No.
Fancy, not tickled.
I mean, with the point total being at 35.5, who wants to watch that?
At 4:05, the Arizona Cardinals visit the San Francisco 49ers. Cardinals 1-3, 49ers 2-2. Take your fancy?
Arizona always gives the 49ers a run for their money. But I'm not interested.
All right. I can't blame you on that one either.
Fancy, not tickled.
What about at 4:25, the Green Bay Packers visit the 1-3, very banged up LA Rams. Tickle your fancy?
No.
Fancy, not tickled.
It's a 3-point road favorite.
Yeah.
A building that's going to be nothing but Packers fans.
Yeah. It's weird when you play in a place where everybody uses that for their fan base to get away, right? So the Dolphins have that. Jacksonville has. Vegas definitely has that. Any team in LA has that. That a lot of teams are flying there. They're using that game as an away game for your ticket holders and stuff like that.
Yeah, LA is definitely one of those cities for sure. And I think especially when the Chargers play, a lot of people are watching the playoffs with the Padres, and they're like, man, can't believe they took the Chargers away from San Diego. But
right,
you know, they had to have 2 LA teams. Weird. That who owns them? Is it that's Spanos, right? He's the one who owns Dean Spanos.
Yeah,
no, that's a ref. Who the hell owns the Chargers?
his name is Spanos, though, I think.
Yeah, greedy. Who owns the Chargers? Yeah, it is Spanos.
Yeah, Spanos.
You know who I was thinking? I thought it was Dean Spanos, and I was like, I'm thinking of a ref. That's Dean Blandino. I'm thinking of.
Jeez, you weren't even
Way
close, dude.
different. Way different.
You weren't even close.
425, Leroy.
Well, they kind of look alike.
The 1-3 New York Giants visit the Seattle Seahawks, who are 3-1, and Seattle is a 7-point favorite. I believe that's the biggest line of the weekend. Ticket your fancy?
I'll pass. No.
Ooh.
Who did Jets play?
Old.
Oh, you weren't here for that.
Yes.
At 9:30 a.m., Leroy, in London, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the New York Jets take on the 4-0 Minnesota Vikings. Take your fancy?
I'm gonna have to bring my iPad to the golf course.
Ooh.
I can hook it there, turn the game on, put it through my speaker. Football.
Leroy's going to be team flow all the way to kill Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say your golf cart has speakers?
No, I have a little portable speaker.
Oh, okay.
A little Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, Bluetooth speaker.
At 8:20 Sunday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys at 2-2 visit the 3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. Take your fancy?
I'm going to tell you about playing Pittsburgh. And this has gone on throughout the history of that organization. You play the Pittsburgh Steelers, you can be a lot of things, but you can't be soft. Now, what is the status of Micah Parsons?
Let's go. Cowboys injury report. Micah Parsons. No update on him. Last thing I have on him was he was doubtful. Let me see.
Okay. So he's banged up.
I'll find an answer on that for you.
I will say this. That they can't run the football and you playing against Pittsburgh, no bueno. Simple as that.
Micah Parsons.
The only thing I see is 2 days ago a tweet from someone saying that he'll likely be out for at least this week against the Steelers, but it doesn't look like it's anything that'll hold him out for longer than that.
All right.
He was wearing a boot and using a scooter to protect a high ankle sprain.
High ankle sprain. You know how those things go. It could be a week or a month. You have no idea.
Tough.
Now, imagine him not being able to push off and get around that corner because he got a bum ankle.
Not good.
He already ain't stopping to run healthy.
Yeah, the Cowboys just placed DeMarcus Lawrence on IR too, so looks like they're
And
taking.
without DeMarcus Lawrence?
Yeah, and apparently without Brandon Cooks.
And he hasn't practiced the last couple of days either.
I know everything I need to know about the Cowboys.
Oof. By the way,
Right.
Pittsburgh's only a 2.5-point favorite.
The fact that they are 2.5-point favorite.
I feel like that should be a bigger line. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Well,
Finally,
Pittsburgh has never been a team to actually run away from you. So understand.
Yeah, I get you. That's fair. Finally, Leroy, Monday Night Football. The New Orleans Saints visit Arrowhead and take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
KC's 5.5-point favorite. Take your fancy?
Wow, 5.5 points, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it tickles my fancy. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty good game.
My fancy is tickled.
The Saints came back to earth there.
Yep.
With all that 30 and 40-point scoring.
Sure have. Although the really close loss last week, so it's a close to.
Yeah, it was an ugly game though. It was just messy.
All right, there you go. That is your week.
My New Orleans insider was calling me, letting me know. Yeah, my dad.
Oh,
Saints fan.
I don't know why I said Dan Day.
No, they wouldn't no, my dad. Can you believe this? I'm like, believe what?
That is Tickle My Fancy. We'll get you caught up with your headlines. Lots more to come here on the show, including some Leroy action for the weekend. We'll take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Miami Hurricanes, they are back at it tomorrow. Road trip to California to take on the Cal Bears.
When did they leave yesterday?
Yeah, I would say.
Today was speaking with Joe. He was already in California, and he mentioned that they got there a day early to help acclimate themselves to the time.
Gotta acclimate.
Wait.
Yeah.
You realize if he was talking to Joe, that means he goes on 3 a.m.
No, this one wasn't a replay. It was live at 9:30, so it was actually 6:30.
6:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But it's still early. Early as hell. Too early to be on the radio, if you ask me.
Definitely. I mean, well, sometimes the old love to get up early.
That's true. He was probably already taking a walk.
I get up early.
Get that crisp air in the Bay Area.
That crisp California.
Depends on where you are. I went golfing there. And the guys came and picked me up, and they were in rain suits, and I was in shorts and a golf shirt because it was 90 degrees at the hotel. And they started laughing. Why are you guys laughing? Say, where we're going golf is going to be 60 degrees, right? I'm like, just over that bridge that I can see? They go, yeah. So I had to buy a rain suit in the golf shop.
Oh, sounds like that's $100.
$300.
Oh no.
Do you think this is one of those things, though, as long as the Canes play clean, because they certainly shot themselves in the foot a couple of times to get behind the 8 ball against Virginia Tech. Now I get it with Cam, like he said it, he's a gunslinger. He's going to let some of those things rip. He likes to play with some style.
That wasn't the problem, though. The problem was the mistakes, the carelessness, all the other stuff, right? Don't put yourself in a position where you have to play perfect football. And when you have a lot of the mental mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means that when you have an opportunity, you have to take advantage. You don't have any room for error because you're making up for all the mistakes that you made. That's what I mean by that. Like the game didn't match the games that they had played before that. As far as clean, as far as just being a clean game. I'm not saying you got to make every play. I'm not saying but the sloppy tackling, the boneheaded penalties, stuff like that.
This from the Miami Herald on the Canes run game. It says, on the surface, the Hurricanes have averaged 193 rushing yards per game. That's good for 38th nationally, but some context on that. Of their 965 rushing yards, 214 of them have come on 4 plays. A 91-yard Jordan Lyles rushing touchdown against USF, runs of 34 and 56 yards by A.J. Allen on consecutive plays against Ball State, and a 33-yard touchdown run by Damian Martinez against FAMU. All 4 of those plays have come in the second half of games at a point where Miami had already a commanding lead. Remove those 4 plays, and the Hurricanes have run for 751 yards on 159 carries in 5 games.
Okay, so let me explain to you something about running back. If your average is 4.5, 5 yards, you don't get 5 yards every carry. In fact, there's some carries you might get no yards, but then you have that 20-yard run. And then you might have a 25-yard run, and then you might break one. You can't then just go after and say, oh, if I just take these plays out of it, you only average 3 yards. That's not football.
That's what they just did.
Yeah, but it's stupid. They all count. They all count. So he wanted to make the numbers look terrible, worse. To make his point, he wanted to take out the biggest rushes.
I think
Don't do that with any team.
Nah, I think what they're doing there is they're just saying, like, hey, it looks decent, but just keep an eye on it. We're not quite sure yet.
What he should have said is this. In the moments of the game where they truly needed to run the ball, first down runs, third and shorts, or whatever, they haven't had a lot of success.
No.
Their overall success is great. Situationally, though, they can get better. That's it. That's it. You can't eliminate certain. Well, if I say this, hey, you know what? If Cam wouldn't have had those 3 picks, he would have had almost a perfect game. It's so stupid.
I know, and I think the thing with Mario is like, yes, we know Mario to be a trenches guy, but I mean, the passing game's been incredible. Like they, you know, like what are you supposed to do? Stop slinging it because this quarterback's amazing.
Stop slinging it because you want to show that you can run the football. It's stupid. Okay, but I will say this. There have been moments, especially in that Virginia Tech game, when they weren't very physical. And Virginia Tech came and took their lunch money, where when you tried to run the ball, they were the aggressor.
I think the concern of that really is, you know, is going to be especially noticeable. Like if you do get to these bowl games and you get to these other conferences, if you take on an SEC team, like, can you match with them physically? I think that's what we're all wondering, because we know that the Canes, tons of mooses all over the place. I think we see all that, but, you know, is it a case of they're bullying up on teams they should bully up on? Are they going to be able to physically hang with the teams that we know are going to be full of monsters? Problem for another day, right?
It's one thing to be physical against a guy that's smaller than you.
Yeah.
It's another thing to be physical with somebody your same size.
But for right now, look, it's problem for another day. Right now, they gotta run this. They gotta run through this ACC. That is such a task right now because there's always been that. They almost got.
They almost got last week, but they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. So task at hand. Take on this travel. Big stage once again. It's late, but you're the game day. The game day game. So if you get this puppy done, man. That's all it is. They've been a show. I've been having fun. I mean, you want to talk about you have not been getting football fun from your Dolphins, surprisingly, but the Canes, oh, it's been good. It's been good. Take a quick break. When we come back, little action, baby. Leroy will tell you what he likes for the weekend, and more to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Let's get to 15 minutes of game day, uncensored here, brought to you by the Lexus RX, the luxury SUV for those who never want to lose their edge. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello. Sorry, I ruined that for you.
No, you did okay. You did all right. Not ruin worthy. What do you got the Beetlejuice shirt on today? Have you seen the sequel? Did you see it already?
I actually saw it when it came out.
All right.
It was a good movie. I liked it.
What are you drinking? Your juicy? What are you, a child, frog boy?
You got that cranberry apple?
No, this time I was that a Fanta? Speaking of Beetlejuice, yeah,
that is a Fanta.
I was forced to get this because the vending machine wouldn't allow me to get candy. Didn't know I worked in North Korea. This is crazy. Can't even get any gummy worms. Something about the card reader not working.
You don't need gummy worms.
But I just love them. They're so good. They got in the vending machine now.
Leroy.
Yes, sir.
What do you got this weekend for your prize picks? What's all set up, buddy? What's the action for this weekend?
So here's what we got. So I already made that one mistake. The Kirk Cousins mistake.
Well, yeah. He only threw for 509 yards. Dude, who could see that coming?
Nobody.
Especially on a Thursday night.
All right. Hold on. Let's see.
He's spicy.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Don't, whoa. Careful. Don't just say that and not,
Oh, no. No. So, and now I got to get another one. So I had 6 picks. Here's what I had. Baker Mayfield to throw for more than 199 yards.
Okay, that didn't happen.
Right. That was my first one.
Kirk
but then
Cousins.
I had Caleb Williams more than 215. Lamar Jackson more than 207.
Okay.
Jordan Love more than 256. Derrick Henry more than 85.5. And Mike Evans more than 60.
What was Jordan Love's number?
256.
Very specific.
Yeah, because LA is a dumpster fire.
No, I understand, but it's just 256. Like, well, not 250, 256. It's very odd.
Yeah.
Very specific number to put it on. Interesting. All right, so that's anything else that you're eyeing, or is that those are your plays for the weekend?
Here's what I've figured out. For me, I only like going with overs. Right? I don't want to sweat out a under. I don't want to sweat out.
I don't like betting unders.
I don't like sweating lesses.
I don't like betting unders.
It's no fun.
Exactly.
And I realized that when I was watching Kirk Cousins. So I'm gonna go kick the tires on. Like, I have a lot of success when I do the rushing, because the passing is still hit or miss. Right? There's a lot of good games with guys. Like last night's game went into overtime, and Baker Mayfield had 180 yards passing.
Sure did.
So how do you figure that one out?
I don't know.
Right. So I like, or here's what else I do. I go with the low-hanging fruit. So anytime a team is playing a bad team, everybody get their numbers. And I try to avoid Dolphins, and I try to avoid Browns.
What over could you bet on the Dolphins kicks?
I don't know. Let's see. I'll tell you right now what they have. I'll tell you right now what they have. All right.
By the way, speaking of the Dolphins, while Leroy looks for that, Mike McDaniel earlier today, he's going to base on whether or not Odell plays on practice today. Could be in a modified pitch count kind of role if he looks good. Same thing with Raheem Mostert, who he said got hurt on the first play of the season, but could be making his return on a pitch count this weekend. He said he's fairly optimistic.
How it's week 4.
Pitch count, dude. He's coming back from injury. I didn't make the quotes. He said them. Mike McDaniel says he's fairly optimistic that both Teron Armstead and Kendall Fuller will clear concussion protocol. So it looks like
do we want Teron Armstead to play?
Yes.
It's a giant.
Yes.
I get that.
Jordan Poyer Mike McDaniel not optimistic that he will play.
Boom! I don't see. You know what? They don't have any Dolphins.
Oh man, really? Well,
yeah. Let me keep looking. It's a long list.
There's no prizes to pick there. Trust me.
Wow.
I was looking for Pat. No.
I wanted to get your thoughts on this.
Oh,
because I know what Leroy's going to say.
All right.
Did you see the rumblings around the rumor mill, the internet rumor mill, with primetime Deion Sanders seeming like he wants to lure Shedeur Sanders to the Miami Dolphins? He seems very intrigued that the Dolphins stinking up the joint right now. He's, of course, was like, oh, we want Tua to be healthy, of course.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
He seems very intrigued about getting Shedeur to the Miami Dolphins. What did you make of that?
Let me tell you something about Shedeur. Mobile, dude.
He's not, but that's just it. Wait.
Yeah.
He's not mobile.
Nah, he's mobile.
He's not.
He's
not at all.
He's not fast.
He's not mobile, dude.
He can extend the play.
Dude, he might not have 100 yards rushing.
I honestly would believe that.
Well, he's got a real piss whistle.
Oh, he's got a cannon. He definitely has a cannon.
Hey, you guys, look, how many yards rushing does he have?
I'll tell you right.
I'm looking.
When you're mobile, you don't just need to get rushing yards. You just need to be able to extend plays, baby. Maybe
25
dodge
carries, Marcos. 25 yards on 40 carries, Marcos.
Thank you. 40? Thank you. Apologize. Because you just Wait a minute.
Yeah. 40
Hey, let me just put this. Wait. Let me just put this out there.
It's horrible.
You assume because dude was black, he runs around.
Yeah, I think your type was coming through in stereo.
Yeah.
No, trust me.
Apologize.
I assume because his dad was, I don't know, the greatest athlete of all time, that maybe he'd be a little mobile. So you know what?
No, that's not why.
That's not what you thought, dude. That's not what you thought. That's not what you thought.
Because guess what? Wait. Because guess what?
Yeah.
You know who can run? Arch Manning.
Yep.
Yeah, he can fast.
So while you sit here with your nonsense, you need to apologize right now for
just admit that you thought it. Just admit it.
Wait. No, you ain't getting away from this.
Jacory Harris.
You ain't getting away from this. No.
Derek King. All I've seen is non-intangible lack of scrambling as a hurt.
Derek King could run a little bit.
A little bit before he, broke into pieces.
Well, that wasn't his fault.
Hey, Marcos.
Yeah.
Don't try to
buy
what you did there. What you did there.
Yeah.
Just say what you did.
Yeah, say what you did.
Just say what you did.
Say what you did. You made an assumption because he wasn't an intangible that he could run.
25 yards. What are we doing, dude? What are we doing?
Hey, but see, I watched some of the games, so I knew he didn't run.
He
and you just fell for it. Ooh, black quarterback. He probably could run.
Last year, his rushing stats were minus 77 yards.
Yeah.
Horrible offensive line in Colorado.
Oh.
But he runs a 4.65. You tell me that's not good enough?
For a Deion Sanders kid?
4.65 to what? Take a 3-step drop?
Okay. I mean,
by the way,
a 5 flat.
By the way, that's slow. Wait. So let's go to some of the running quarterbacks. You know what Lamar Jackson ran?
Yeah.
Huh?
Why we started with Lamar Jackson?
We got to pick a black guy because
like
obviously you were just assuming that all black quarterbacks can run. You know who else can't run? Jameis Winston.
I never said that.
Well, you have to. Wait.
Yeah, I know.
A guy in his college career has a total of about minus 50 yards rushing, and the first words out of your mouth was he's mobile. And now, is it safe to say you made some assumptions there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did jump to conclusions.
Okay, that's all we want. That's all we want.
We'll
Because
absolve
his
you.
father was the
No, hell no. because his wait. Because his father was black.
Oh, what?
That's a,
If Deion Sanders,
wait, can I ask you a
assume
question?
McCaffrey, yeah.
When was the last time you mentioned a white quarterback and said he's mobile?
Every time we play the Bills.
Well, yeah.
Ryan Tannehill, mobile.
Used to be a wide receiver.
Did you know he used to play wide receiver in college?
Oh, hey.
In fairness, though,
I'm just telling you right now. You
Will
made
Levis?
some assumptions.
you know, it's really unbecoming of both of you because, you know,
What?
Leroy did the same thing with Pella Larson, saying that he's the next Dan Marley, you know, so.
No, but see, who's Pella Larson's parents? We know what Leroy was talking about. Leroy, so disappointing.
What?
He's trying to throw it on you now.
By the way, I wasn't the one to say that. I just repeated it.
Yeah, Udonis said it.
Yeah. There you go. No, go tell UD.
I will tell you, D.
Oh, we know what you do in front of Heat players.
Why is Pella going to be
we know what you do in front of Heat players.
What? Mingle?
Become a fraud.
You guys want to be disrespectful to people's cultures. That's what you guys are doing.
Okay.
So you'd rather do that behind their back instead of their face?
Oh my goodness, Tobin, you're not. Oh, goodness.
That's much worse.
Is it?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. That's stinky right there. That is stinky. You're like, you want me to do it behind their face? No, I much prefer doing it behind their back when they can't hear me.
Exactly.
Jukebox gets it. According to my logic, Michael Phelps' kids gotta be fish kids. I agree. If he has kids, they better swim fast.
So what about your kid?
He has no choice. Right now, I am the fastest swimmer on this side of the Mississippi. I've already confirmed that.
What?
Yeah, for sure. Easily the fastest swimmer on this side of the Mississippi. So my son has no choice. Like Tobin.
What?
Your kid should be able to wiggle out of anything.
That's possible.
It's a lineage, it's passed down.
Schmeathan says, don't forget what Leroy did with Shohei.
Oh, we remember.
Let's not bring that back. Let's not.
I didn't do
that
none
again.
with Shohei.
Oh,
dude. People
We almost got canceled. This show almost got banned like 3 times.
No. I was just being honest. I'm like, when you say, and when people say, who do you think would be the first person to go 40-40 or 50-50? Yeah. So I said it's a shock. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just like, you wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have said Shohei Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's done it. And yeah. Don't be mad at me. I ain't the only one that had that thought. Wow, Shohei Ohtani's the first with all the great, hitters and guys that did all that stuff.
That's not what you thought.
Hitters.
It is.
That's not what
It literally is exactly what I thought.
We'll take a break.
Don't try it.
Coming up next.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. No.
Heaven.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Want to let you guys know, Heat fans, this Monday, the Miami Heat will host their annual Red, White, and Pink game presented by Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute. An open exhibition that'll include the Heat's 24-25 roster. Tickets are only $7 a piece. Benefits the care and research of the Baptist Health Miami Cancer Institute. For more info, go to heat.com/tickets. We'll be there broadcasting that for you. And then the Miami Heat preseason will get underway next week as well. We got, I think they got Charlotte on Tuesday, and then they will be home, I want to say Thursday against Atlanta. I think that's their first preseason home game. So we made it, Heat fans. We made it. It's very, very exciting. We also made it to the mixed bag.
Whoa! Sorry, I was arguing with Leroy. I should have that.
Oh. You want me to do another thing? You want me to do another liner while you look?
No, I do want to say this before I play the song, though. Hopefully the Heat are going to be okay on Monday for the Red, White, and Pink game, and they don't, call out with sunburns from the vacation they're having.
Wow.
If you did watch Jimmy Butler's Instagram this morning, we started the show with that. He was not about Nikola Jović swimming into the Bahamian waters. And then in the middle of the party that he was having, it was a Jimmy Butler, it seemed a team birthday party for him. Nico was floating on his back, drinking a brewski. So
what a life.
What a life.
First he was at Han, and now he's floating.
But he doesn't have to sneak in anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, true. 21.
He could go to Senior Frogs if he wants to.
Oh, yeah.
No issues.
The Bahamas usually doesn't check anyway. But,
That's fair. That's fair. What do we got in the mixed bag today, Marcos?
We are going to continue hearing from the person who is supposed to make a return pretty soon. OBJ. Heard a couple things from him this show and how he's doing us the favor.
A lot of words from him.
From that. Another thing that I don't believe from him, saying that he isn't affected by the outside noise. He has directly addressed all the Twitter trolls saying that he's just here for a paycheck. This is what Odell had to say.
Respectfully, I'm not. It sounds messed up, so it's gonna be a bad quote. But I'm not getting paid like a crazy amount of dollars. I could be making money if I had more time elsewhere outside of this building. A lot of my contract is incentives based, so that means I have to reach certain numbers to be able to get that money. So for me, respectfully, I don't really care for opinion. Like, I care for my son, I care for my close family. I've grown so far past that, because at the end of the day, you could be the most perfect person in the world, say the most perfect quotes and all that. There's still somebody out there who's gonna hate on you. So there's no point in getting yourself caught up over that. I've said the quote, Purell hand sanitizer cleans 99.9% of germs. There's always still gonna be that little something. You know what I mean? So it's just like, there's just no point in worrying about someone's opinion and all. Like, bro, I'll never see some of you all in my life again. You have a account with 0 posts and 89 followers and whatever. Like, congrats. Enjoy your life. I'm gonna enjoy mine. I'm so far past someone's opinion of me. I know who I am. I always say I know where I live, so I never need to address anything. Like, you know what I mean?
This guy loves his sayings, huh?
He threw in like 3 or 4 of them.
He also loves.
I told you. I think it gets to a point where you ever want to say something, but you don't really know how to say it to truly express. And so you try to say it anyway, and it comes across not maybe like you intended, but your message got across.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand how your message gets construed sometimes. Totally understand that, especially when you're referring to someone's father and get accused of something completely different.
Not every athlete's son is going to be a great athlete. They're not all going to have the same traits, Frog Boy.
Look, I mean, Bronny don't look nothing like LeBron.
Made it to the NBA. Made it to the NBA, baby.
Made it to the NBA.
He ain't make it to the NBA. He got picked. That don't mean nothing. He ain't played one game in the NBA.
Trust me, JJ Redick's a stool pigeon. He's gonna play him.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
What?
It's been a while since he has mentioned JJ.
Well,
Redick,
I mean, it is
go ahead.
It is the NBA season. I mean, it's enough of JJ Redick already. But you know what, Leroy? Are you like
Leroy?
Are you blending something right now? You're like right in your microphone, dude. Like, what are you doing?
So here's what
Putting an ice machine in there.
I went to get something to drink.
You got a poppy.
Yeah, but I only had hot ones. So then I had to go get a cup to get some ice, but I didn't want to do it here and spill it, which was going to happen. So I just took the ice and poured it into my cooler.
We all heard it.
Dude. Hey, it's been a rough week for you this week.
What do you mean?
You're lashing out at me.
I'm not lashing out.
Yes, you are.
You putting a glacier into people's ears, ASMR style.
Hey, you know what? You've been very offensive this week. and furthermore, you act like this tough. I like the bits and all that. Yep. But then when the bit was available, you folded up.
The bit wasn't available. The bit wasn't available.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't available.
It was definitely available.
It was available.
Listen, there's a little thing called TNP, time and place.
Okay.
And you just were like, I'm gonna do whatever. Just drop this right into your lap. That's fine.
I mean, I basically said, "Hey, Nico's here. No Babushka."
No, you didn't say that. You're like, you're gonna do the thing. And he's like, what thing, buddy?
No,
what
he
thing?
said. So are you gonna do the thing?
Yeah.
Are you gonna say it?
He didn't say that.
Basically,
he didn't
exactly
say
what
that.
he said.
He didn't
Yeah.
say that. That's
Mhm.
not what he said.
Yeah.
You guys are bastards. You know.
Wow.
I mean, really, like if you guys were a superhero group, it'd be the three bastard tiers. That's what you'd be.
Only group I want to be a part of.
All for one, and one for messing with Tobes. That's what you are.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. And when you mess with us,
Yep.
You don't mess with us. Really?
No, I don't. It's my own business.
Dude.
What? You call me a different frog name at the end of every break.
I mean,
you accused me of bird murder.
I didn't accuse anything. We just went with very strong evidence.
And
You had no evidence.
And you replay a word I mess up after every segment.
That's
Not
true.
like you're fluid through the English language there, buddy.
I don't have the replay button, so if you're mad at somebody, that is the amphibian in that.
Not to mention what you did with dominoes after never playing a hand of dominoes in your life.
What did
You
I do
sitting
with
there
dominoes?
talking about the rules.
I didn't talk about the rules. I literally didn't talk about the rules. See, this is what, again, you guys have all your flaws and you're lashing them out at me. You're acting like I have like political power over this. You lost a bam. You killed a bird. Your feet are webbed. Not on me.
Wow.
What?
Lash him out, dude. Told you
Yeah,
that.
that's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She knows what she did.
No.
I know I did
No.
nothing.
You can't even do bird. No bird.
Hey,
No.
you can't do bird.
You're not gonna
Can't do babushka.
handcuff me.
You
Can't
don't
do
do
bird.
babushka? No.
No bees.
You're
No
not.
bees.
You're not bit handcuffing me.
Oh, really?
I took my babushka suspension. I will take it for the next 30 days. But you're not gonna put a this is like Jim Harbaugh. I'll take my one punishment that's for fake. But that's it.
Listen. So basically what you're saying is this. You went to a bank and stole $700 bills. It's a different crime if you go steal 20s.
No? What?
I'm just saying. Like, you should not be able to do any. You should be banned.
You want to know what I find interesting? It's always funny when I have one thing that comes up, and then you guys like to finagle the rules to cast a wider net. You know, it's a weird thing with you guys. Like, I say one thing, and then you're like, that's the rule. And then you're like, nah, actually, the rule is 900 different things. You guys, look, once the sentence is handed down, there's no double jeopardy. That's the justice system. So if you guys wanted to ban all voices when I took my punishment and took my plea deal, you should have made it all voices. We would have had a tougher court case. You don't get to go back. You ban Babushka for a month. That's the punishment. End of story.
Fine.
I blame J Fig.
Just
She
fall
likes
into
to
it
act
again.
Greedy.
You're blaming me?
I should have been.
Blaming me?
I should have been more thoughtful.
Marcos, look at me in the eye.
The eye. Which one?
Wow.
It's okay. I know I have big eyes.
No, she got big eyeballs. She does.
Hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You can see better.
No, you can't.
You can see all your frauds.
No.
Wouldn't have mattered if I did it anyway. Like if I did the bit, like it would have made the newsletter anyway. You know, you don't put us in there ever.
That's another thing you accuse me of. Keep it up.
Anyway,
Keep
like
it
if I
up.
could have done the bit
Keep it
anyway,
up.
like it would have ended up. And anybody at Odyssey have seen it? No.
This is a mixed bag of quibbling.
Oh, we doing mixed bag?
Yeah, well, you know, you kind of ruined it with your ice.
I ruined it. I didn't ruin it.
Kind of ruined it.
I see a lot.
Oh
You
my
kinda
goodness.
did. We'll take a break. We'll mix it up coming up next.
All right.
don't hurt me.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to headlines here, which are brought to us by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Tails, and the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Last night, Thursday Night Football, Falcons beat the Bucs 36-30 in OT. Mets got a 3-run homer from the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso in the ninth. They beat the Brewers 4-2. They're off to the NLDS. Tomorrow night, the Miami Hurricanes take on Cal at 10:30. Pregame gets going at 6:30. And, of course, Sunday, Dolphins, Patriots. And that is at 1 o'clock. Game Day Uncensored gets going at 9 a.m. Dimitri pointed out, by the way, he said Stephen Ross may be selling 10% and 3% stake of Dolphins to Ari's management and Joe Tsai. I did see that story. He's got to recoup a lot of fat cat money that he doled out this year.
Wow. Do you know he is where the West Palm Beach Improv was, that big plaza that it was in?
Yeah.
Stephen Ross knocked it all down, building a high rise.
Oh,
trying to get some money back, I'm telling you. Knock down the whole plaza?
Definitely what we need over there is a high rise because, they did such a great job of filling out all the occupancy at City Place.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's 4 mall stores. You know what we should do? Build a size skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think when he builds something, though, it tends to work out.
He is good at real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah, CBS said the best thing about owning an NFL team is that even when the team is losing, the owner's still winning. Case in point, Dolphins, they are currently struggling. Owner Stephen Ross is not. Only a couple weeks after he was reportedly looking to sell 15% of the team and other assets at a valuation of $7 million. He's reportedly selling 13% of the team and other assets at valuation at $8.1 billion.
Billion.
Bloomberg says Ross is in advanced talks to sell 10% of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium, and F1 to Ari's management, one of the pre-approved private equity funds that can buy up to 10% of 6 different teams. The other is going to be 3% sold to Joe Tsai, who, if you know that name, he owns the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Liberty.
Wow. Billionaires getting richer.
Yeah. Well, he's very rich.
Mm-hmm.
And will write big checks. But he's got a nice safety net on all that now.
Yeah. He'll spend that money, and he usually does the right thing for his team. But as of right now, it looks like all the contracts he gave out not working out.
Do you understand in life that sometimes you can make the right decision and it doesn't work out?
Man,
I mean, look at all the guys who, like, when you draft that first quarterback as the first pick, look how many times it didn't work out, and they call the management or the GM a bum because he picked so-and-so. Well, if any of the other 30 teams would have had that pick, they would have taken the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens. Like, Trevor Lawrence was a can't miss.
Not according to me. I told you the guy was a bum.
Saw it the whole time.
I did see it the whole time.
I believe it. Which is I find hard because, I mean, we had an up-close and personal look at him in the ACC, and he never looked like he was struggling at all.
He got carried by ATN the whole time. Every game, ATN put up 400 yards against the Canes.
That's true.
Trevor
Not doing
Lawrence,
that in the league, though.
telling you. And Leroy is right. Look at Rocky. Rocky's heart was in the right place when he fought Drago for no money. But then what happened? Broke Rocky 5.
Wow.
Probably the right decision. It's more noble, but it was, ends up in the wrong place.
Can I have another plea deal?
Stop mentioning
you can use Babushka if you take a month off of Rocky analogies.
Rocky, man. You better watch out. Tulsa King is around.
I love Tulsa King, dude.
What is it? I've met him. He's very short.
We've had this discussion. You made me have Antonio Tarver reveal that.
Oh, wow.
Because I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah. He's like, Rocky's 6'1".
I'm the king of Tulsa now.
All the other actors are short too.
Great show. Tell you what, though, that dude's still juiced to the gills.
Still?
Oh, yeah. He can barely fit in his suits. Walking like a Frankenstein out there on this show.
I mean, he probably should stop wearing them slim fits.
Oh, man. Crazy. So the Dolphins on their injury front, we heard from Mike McDaniel.
All right, tell me, here's what I need to do.
Yep.
Tell me who's participating, who you know is going to be available, and maybe.
Okay. Maybe Teron Armstead and Kendall Fuller coming back out of concussion protocol.
Okay.
Maybe Raheem Mostert back in action for the first time since week 1.
Yeah. That's going to be tough, though, because keep in mind, first time you get hit with chest, woo, woo, I'm telling you, it is not an enjoyable situation.
Jordan Poyer, not looking great.
What did he hurt?
Shin, I think.
Jalen Phillips. That's who he hurt.
Yeah, he did hurt Jalen Phillips. And then Odell Beckham Jr. is looking good, but not official until Mike McDaniel gets a practice.
I would always wonder, what is the benefit unless he's really 100%, right? When you get 2 weeks off.
Yeah, my impression though, like if he felt like it was already a precaution to be on IR,
then you already got the extra weeks. Right.
Yeah, that's the way I feel.
I got you. That's why I didn't say he should or shouldn't. I'm just saying, like, we don't know what he's been doing and how close or far away he was from being 100%.
Yeah, and he hasn't been allowed to practice. He's literally been on the field because he's, as far as we know, and according to him, he has been on the field 1 time with these guys, now 2.
Right.
So,
and not even with Tua.
Not even with Tua. Yep. Not even. Although he did play with Tyler Huntley last year. Not the same playbook, but at least they know each other.
Yeah.
What?
I know you're reaching for stuff.
I'm not reaching.
And I appreciate your efforts. But damn.
That's not reaching. That's all I got.
All right. Okay.
Grow up, Peter Pan.
Why are you telling me to grow up?
I mean, they played together for a couple
year.
Practices? Not a year.
He caught touchdowns from him.
More than one?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Touchdowns.
He only caught 3 the whole year, and the guy only threw 2 in the last 4. I don't understand.
I think he was saying yesterday, didn't he say that he caught it from Snoop? I think he said that.
That's practice.
No, I'm pretty sure he caught him in the game. You can't bring up practice touchdowns to the press?
I was trying to think if I remember all the quarterbacks I caught touchdowns from.
Let's see.
Bernie, Vinny, Randall, Jeff George, Brad Johnson. That's it.
Super Bowl winner, Brad Johnson.
Let's see. He said, how did it feel with Tyler Huntley out there? Quote, that's my dude. We were in Baltimore all year, actually. It's funny because he threw me my first touchdown over in Baltimore. So we were always in meetings whenever Chef would be in town, and I would bring him lunch and Lamar Jackson lunch. This is somebody I went through a whole year with in a training camp and all that. We're very close. So just see him get this opportunity. It's unfortunate the way opportunities happen, but to see him have this opportunity and be more comfortable. So, yeah, he knows him. Got a touchdown from him.
Well, it has to be 1 because he only threw 3 touchdowns last year.
Fine, but one of them, he was with them all year, and they had lunch together.
Sometimes they put in an eligible wide receiver.
They eat crab together. Blue crab from the Chesapeake Bay.
Maryland's got good crabs.
I think, has Christian Wilkins caught a touchdown pass
this year?
No, just ever. Because I just don't think that's a basis to say, okay, well then there must be some sort of chemistry there. Because
no, that's not fair.
So you want Christian Wilkins? You want Christian Wilkins out there running go routes now?
He has chemistry with the. He's caught a touchdown.
Hold on. You cannot disagree with the statement that Odell Beckham Jr. has more chemistry with Tyler Huntley than anybody else on the roster. Those are just the facts. It could be a good catalyst.
Agreed.
Fine. Well, what about Calais Campbell? He was actually on the Ravens for longer.
He played on defense.
So they don't hang out or anything.
He wasn't throwing passes.
I know, but I mean, you used to hang out with John Randall.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't say that he blocked for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, anytime we actually participated in practice together, we were damn near fighting.
Angry. Okay, so fine, he has the most chemistry.
Every quarterback needs a safety blanket. Now Snoop gets to go in there with a safety blanket. It's not Braxton Berrios.
He runs about as fast as a safety blanket.
Dude, you don't know how fast he is.
Okay.
He could be. We've come a long way since training camp. Did you see him squatting with one leg?
I did see that. I also did see him take the slide down with his son when he was supposed to be injured. I mean, does anyone take sports seriously in this city?
Why are we lashing out at Odell Beckham?
What is he in the Bahamas? I think I saw him at Jimmy Butler's birthday party yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I saw him on the beach there.
Nope. Only our favorite little Serbian.
Okay, just making sure.
I didn't do it.
Oh, quiet. So we're gonna get a Papa Nico.
No, that better not happen. That's a penalty. That is a fine of the utmost. That's a fine. No.
That would have been his loophole, yeah.
There's a boat back there. How do I know that's not OBJ? You know how he is with boats.
Where's their boat?
Do you think Spoke gets this from Chris Quinn in the morning and he goes, Nico sprints?
When you get ready to call him Quiz Quinn.
Quiz Quinn. You think he gets this from Chris Quinn and he's like,
all we need now for this to be a perfect movie is a shark to creep up behind him.
That's not a perfect movie.
Terrifying.
Awful.
No, not to get bit, just to get scared.
Yeah, his ass wouldn't get in that water no more.
It won't be a shark. It'll be a Celtic. You know why? Because they're actually working during training camp.
They're in Abu Dhabi right now playing preseason.
Are they Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
So no one takes training camp seriously. Is what you're saying.
Nah.
It's just a vacation opportunity.
Crazy. He's crazy. Hey man, you're not in Serbia no more, man.
I mean, I wish
not
we
in
had
Serbia no more, bud.
Kind of look sexy.
Wait, getting out there?
Isn't the water scarier in Serbia?
Yeah,
I can't swim either. But I just like the view. The view is crazy. What? How deep it is?
That party is loud.
Let me tell you what's happening. Since they've entered the Bahamas, let me tell you what's happening.
Yep.
A little bit of basketball.
Yep.
Dominoes till 4 a.m.
Sometimes
A
5,
birthday-
Jimmy said.
A birthday party on the beach. And poor little Nico got lost in the
And a
ocean.
nice cake.
Yeah, look at that.
Anybody see Nico?
Is there a third checkup on him?
Has anyone seen a 7-foot floating Serbian anywhere? It's a giant.
Did he ever get a refill on the beer?
I don't know. Maybe they sent him one, like they just tossed him one, like a message in a bottle.
Or like on a little floaty?
Exactly. Take a break. We'll try and mix things up for real next. Coming All right, welcome back, everybody. Hey, join WQAM's on-air staff at Smoke on the Water in Weston for Whiskey Stars and Cigars Wednesday, October 9th. It's presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. Enjoy a sample of Jack Daniel's Bonded Series, a nice Drew Estate cigar, and sports talk with the WQM on-air staff. You must be over 21. Drink responsibly. Official partner, The Main Man. There's nobody better to help you flip your biz and cash out big than The Main Man. Go online to themainman.com and sponsored by the injury law firm of Cohen and Judah, or a partner handles every single case. Call them today, 866-FAIR-FEE. Let's try and mix it on up this time, dude. All right, what do we got today? Marcos, Sans Ice.
We have little bit of commentary from Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
He is
saying Tyler Huntley's the best?
Unfortunately, no mentions of Tyler Huntley or OBJ. But he is mentioning that he's not worried or interested in putting up with your parlays, people. Stop DMing him about parlays.
Human too. You know, we seeing that, like, we going in there, we trying to win games. You know, all our life we played football. We got to this the highest level, the professional level, to win games, and not to help people's parlay. You know, we're not betting on the games. You know, we can't even bet on games and stuff like that. So we're not worried about that. And I don't believe we're going into games worried about stats either. You know, we worried about the W column. You know, the win-loss column. We're not trying to lose. So we go out there and just try to do what teammates do, you know, try to help each other out. This guy might run someone else on the route to get this guy open, just being team players. And we don't dwell on parlays, but I see a lot of people like to make comments in our comment section or in our DMs. But then when we address them in our DM, they want to make it public. So it's like, it is what it is. Man.
That is a rap move, typical rap behavior when you go in the DMs and then you expose the DMs. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of
Let's
these
go with something like that. Parlays, like, come on.
Well, especially when the only person that can get hurt by that is the player.
Right.
And
it is
unfortunate.
People used to yell at these players about their fantasy team. Now, because gambling is more legalized, now it's gambling. You know, take it up with your own. Look, you think I get mad at Julian Hill because he's got stone hands? I would never yell at him. It's my own doing. I'm betting on him. I'm not going to yell at him. If he's got the hands of a rhinoceros, that's not his fault. Well, I mean, it is his fault, but I'm not going to yell at him that I bet on him about it. I knew what I was getting into when I bet plus 1750.
No, did you?
He's going to
because you tend to think that it has a chance of happening.
I think it's going to happen, dude. I just think it's going to happen.
All right.
What else you got in the mixed bag?
I got a little bit more in regards to gambling. Okay. This is from Al Michaels.
Oh, notorious gambler.
Notorious also for making small mentions of gambling during his performance.
Yep.
He admits that now that the NFL has gotten buddy with the idea of gambling, it's a little less fun to sneak those in there, but he still finds time to let people know he's thinking what you're thinking.
I knew what the spread was, obviously, but I've known that through the years. I had more fun during the time when you weren't supposed to make any reference to gambling, you know, where I was kind of like the rascal and all of that, and people would say, well, the league is getting upset. Yeah, they're getting upset, but in the meantime, they know everybody's betting. So it's like, you know, you shouldn't do that, but, you know, we're going to turn a blind eye to it. Now everybody's doing it. I mean, people are betting on, you know, 3rd and 4. So, but I can still sneak in those little things that I were able to sneak in the past. But, you know, it's not as if I'm a rascal anymore. I'm a guy who, you know, totally has always understood what it is. You get to the end of the game. I mean, who's watching the end of a game in a blowout game? You know who's watching the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Over, under, and a line. Real simple. So, you know, those are my boys out there.
Yeah, he's right.
Boys.
He probably was a rascal. You know that he definitely had his own bookie, right? Like he was doing it old school.
Yeah, I didn't realize she appreciated being a rascal.
Yep, sure did. Sure did. Dade's house is the old love using the term rascal.
Rascal.
They also love riding a rascal around Publix. Man, they won't move. Oh.
I've been clipped a couple of times with those things. They just come bearing around the corner.
What else you got?
Sorry, fella.
There has been some interesting interactions with I wouldn't say journalists, members of the media and various members of college sports, including Shedeur Sanders, who we were discussing earlier. A lot of times these media members on their own platforms have an opportunity to say whatever they'd like to say.
Yep.
Thinking that they'd never come face to face with the people who they're talking about.
Ridiculous people, dude.
Ridiculous. How could they do such a thing?
Yeah, like who knew you wouldn't come in contact with Babushka?
I mean, I knew I was going to come in contact. I didn't just think you were going to expose me like a rat fink.
So
Man, I knew I was going to have to be with him a bunch of games this year. You guys want to sit here and blow up my spot.
Every time you see him, he's going to say, Tobin, do the thing.
I'll do it. If he does ask, I will tell him.
Yeah. Well, this is an
I'm supposed to be your boy.
Huh?
If you can you can hear.
No, I didn't hear. What do you mean? If you ask, so what am I, your piano bar?
What if he says do the thing and you go, if he asks, I'll do it. Is he you're his
I'm not gonna hide. I mean, if he obviously remembers, I'm gonna be like, all right, here's what happened, Nico.
I'll make sure he does.
Wow.
What are you gonna come to red, white, and pink on Monday?
Is that where you'll be?
No.
Just have a sign that says ask Tobin to do the thing.
He's very friendly. He's a great kid.
It's friendly.
Great kid. Oh, now you want to go get squirrels? Too late.
You lashing out at Sonny, buddy?
Yeah.
She was telling me, I said, hey, we have encroachment on our lawn. Like, go get the squirrel. And she was like laying down upside down. She goes, Now she wants to get up and go out.
Why are you treating Sonny Bunny like Heathcliff?
Jeez.
Encroachment?
What else you got?
Cam Newton had an interaction with Shedeur Sanders. I want you guys to watch this and give me your opinion on whether or not you think Shedeur Sanders is overreacting, or do you credit him for what the kids say, standing on business?
Bro. Weird? You know it's weird, bro. We're gonna talk. Oh, same day.
All right.
So for those not watching the video, Cam Newton walks up to Shedeur, who's clearly getting ready for a game. Shedeur responds saying, "You be on that weird bleep." And Cam Newton acts confused as to if he doesn't know what he's saying or what he's referencing. And Shedeur Sanders says, "We'll talk when there's less cameras around."
Smart.
Do you admire that from the young quarterback, or do you think
Do we know what got him bothered? Is there any insight into that? Like what got Shedeur at a spot where he was mad at Cam Newton?
So the
is it because of one of the hats he was wearing?
that which are pretty offensive. But one of the things that a lot of people were pointing to was the fact that on his podcast, Cam Newton was quoted as saying, "Don't compare him to Shedeur Sanders," and that he was a much better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders was. And essentially just kind of downplaying the fact that, he's one of the most coveted quarterbacks in college football right now, that he doesn't compare to Cam Newton. There could be other reasons why, but if that was the case, this is the second instance this year in which Shedeur has taken what's been said about him in other platforms. We saw this in a game against Colorado State, I believe, after the game refused to shake the other quarterback's hand because of comments made on social media. Do you want to see more of this from athletes holding other people accountable, or is it Shedeur being egotistical?
No, you know why? Because don't think you could say whatever you want, and then when we get in the same room, come and try to dap me up. You know what I mean? If that's what you feel, that's fine. But don't then come over and try to be friends. That's no, no. I do that. I do that to people. Like somebody would come up to me. I was at a football game one time, a Dolphins game, and then somebody came up to me and started acting all buddy. I said, "Nah, dude, we ain't got it like that."
Rats off a ship.
Yeah, don't all of a sudden come over now. You know what I'm saying? No, that's garbage. That is garbage. Don't be that. You can have comments, right? But you can't go at somebody like, oh, he ain't never did this or that. Like, the thing is, even if I think that I may have been better than you or whatever, times are different. Football's different, right? What they're asking somebody to do at that position is totally different. So to just all of a sudden say that you better than somebody, when keep in mind, the last image we have of Cam Newton is him not trying to get that fumble.
Yeah.
And how we going to just disregard all that and you say, I'm better than this guy, right? So like, I'm like, if he would have said, no, we got a lot of qualities, but I'm different in this way, or we have some differences between us. Right. And so like, yeah, man, don't use your platform to stand on it and preach things that could get back to you. And it got back to him. And what he should have did is when they do talk, clarify it so they could be cool. If not, then if it's a little frosty, so what? If Cam Newton don't like Shador or Shador don't like Cam Newton, it don't mean nothing or have nothing to do with what's going on in the world. Nothing for neither one of them. You ain't got to like everybody. So yeah, you have every right. Don't be
also if you're gonna be Cam Newton, you got to be like, you don't get to just wear the badge of being Cam Newton. This is the one thing with like all the athletes getting into the podcast game. You got to wear it if you are going to critique guys. Like if they're not going to, you can't just expect that you get the pass because, oh, I'm Cam Newton, I'm allowed to say it. Like they're not going to look at it like that. They're going to look at you as somebody still with a microphone saying your stuff on a platform.
Which is one of the reasons why whenever I do a podcast or whenever I did one, I find it hard to over criticize somebody that did the same thing that I'm doing. When a person that's gone through it knows all too well what that entails and the difficulties of doing it and the difficulties of doing it for a long period of time and a number of years. And I think people will appreciate that. It doesn't mean that, oh, you're just placating for the athlete or you're just, no, not at all. It's just, I can't explain to you guys some of the difficulties of what they're doing on the football field. So I will limit how I go after them because I do understand that. Now, if you play bad, that's a different story. Like you don't come and I've said, listen, if you had a bad game and I say you played poorly, don't come at me if it's true. That's a whole different thing. But what that interaction had nothing to do with what Shador's doing. You see what I mean? Nothing. So yeah, he could be bitter about that. And more players, that's why you see a lot of players go after the media. Like it's easy to just sit back and write about it.
But it's also at this point now where when a lot of athletes are getting into the media game, especially on their own stuff, they got to be ready for that.
You know what I like about the basketball guys?
Hmm?
The basketball guys mostly talk trash about the guys they played with, right?
Yeah.
They don't really.
Except Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, they don't really. They very rarely go after the guys of today. They mostly, oh, he's a baller, or he can play, or he can do this, or whatever, right? They all go after Rudy Gobert. And the question they ask is the same question that everybody asks. How? Right?
I feel like that's probably your in to get any athlete on a podcast. Be like, we can rip Rudy Gobert. I'm in.
Right. So I get it. I get it. I don't have a problem with it. And more importantly, I think the adult of that situation was Shador. Hey, I don't want to get into it right now. You know, we'll talk
Especially
about
before
it
game and cameras.
Right. We'll talk about it with no cameras. Right. So while we saying did he have every right, he could have went off right there.
We'll take a break, wrap things up on the other side with a little "You dead to me." Back after this.
This
You're dead to me.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Bury some people. Time for a little, you're dead to me. Leroy, who's dead to you?
So, this whole situation with my filter. Dude,
I kind of had a feeling it was going to go that direction.
I just want what I pay for and what is agreed upon. And your answer cannot be, oops, my bad. You'll get it when you get it. Because that's the feeling I got. Like, he didn't say, you know what? You paid a lot of money for this. You were probably expecting it. I'm going to take $100 off of it.
Right.
Right? No, he still gets his money. Why would he care? Right? If you take the shipping off, you can just then tell FedEx. So, no, like, there's still bad customer service. So whoever this bum is with Amazon, and I blame Amazon too, but you're not dead to me because I love you, Amazon.
Way to stand your ground.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
It's not really Amazon's fault. It's the people selling.
But they can hold these companies accountable if they charging you for Prime, and these companies don't adhere to the rules of Prime. They can hold these companies accountable. And I don't think they do it. So, but whoever this bum is, you're dead to me.
Wow.
You're dead to me.
Jennifer, who's dead to you?
Guys, I want to be very petty today.
Okay.
I went to a restaurant a couple days ago.
Oh. Okay, where'd you go to eat?
Should I say the name right now?
I mean,
well,
you can say what you
does
ate.
it matter to the story?
They're dead to me.
Okay. Well, yeah, if the restaurant's dead, I mean, I can't tell you who not to bury.
So dead to me. It's an Argentinian restaurant.
Ah, okay.
By downtown Dayland.
Okay.
It's called La Vida Misma Bar and Restaurant. It's a restaurant that I saw on Instagram. You know how there's a lot of influencers that say, if you want to eat here, whatever, whatever.
You know, their job is to influence.
Right. And I was influenced. Influenced. So the customer service wasn't that great, because I decided to order a drink, and the people I went with told me that my drink wasn't even good. Like, it tasted like Kool-Aid. When I order an alcoholic beverage, I don't want it to taste like Kool-Aid.
You want that kick.
I want the kick. So it was juice. So then what I did was what everyone told me to do, just ask for a different one and return it, because you're not going to pay for something you don't like.
Right.
So I did. The lady looked pretty angry at me for saying it, but just change it.
It's not
that deep.
Right.
So then my friends were watching her go to the bar and return the drink, and they all started tasting my drink to see what it was that I tasted.
The bar people started to do so, like
the bar people. Who does that?
So they got their own.
They all got their own little straw and started dipping it in to see what it was. That's weird.
Is the drink supposed to taste like that?
No, it's supposed to be alcohol. Okay, nut juice.
What was the drink?
I don't even know. I don't care.
All right.
I don't care. Point is that it was supposed to taste like vodka. It was vodka. So I went and I got tequila.
Okay.
Anyway.
Did the experience improve, or did it stay like that?
Got worse.
Oh, jeez.
She disappeared for half the time I was there. And then when a check came around,
she charged you for both of them.
She got my card, charged me 3 times.
Wow.
3 times.
You're dead to me.
Bum.
She's dead to me.
You're dead.
I mean, did you call her out on it?
So I found out when I got home and saw it.
Oh no!
And then what am I gonna do? Call the restaurant and hear a very like pathetic apology? No.
Well.
So I waited for. No, I don't need that. You're not gonna solve my problems after charging me 3 times. So I'm here. So I finally got the whole pending transaction. Like it finally went through. So now I have the pleasure of disputing it.
There you go.
Nice.
Bums.
You only charged me once, okay? One time. How do you mess that up?
Bad
Frog boy.
Overcharged? That's rough.
She was being petty because I returned a dumb drink.
Yikes.
Wow.
Jeez.
There you go.
Maybe
Customer
next time make
service.
it better.
Hey, but guess what? And here's the thing. If you were to leave no tip, she'll put you on Instagram.
Well, it was definitely included, so.
Oh, see that there? That's why they include the tip, so they don't have to give you good service.
Frog boy.
My dead to me goes to Porch Pirates.
You're dead to me.
Oh,
Porch
man.
Pirates, if you guys are familiar, is you have an Amazon package or a package from anywhere that you're awaiting, and unfortunately, you come home, it's not there. Why is it not there? Because someone may have swiped your package. Now, this something that happens, especially in Miami, a lot. Usually someone, who you're like, low life. Of course they do something like that. Something resolved. Unfortunately, in this situation, this Porch Pirates got a little bit more attention than she had probably wanted. As it was
story.
None other than Rashee Rice's mother. That is Mama Rice right there. Wearing
Hey, nothing. There is no picture that would say I'm guilty as hell. Whatever I'm doing.
Yep.
Right?
Then a lovely, lovely photo of Mama Rice there. Now, the problem with this is not only was she wearing a Rashee Rice jersey, on the back of the jersey, it says Mama Rice. Jeez. So, of course, if you're going to steal wearing a custom jersey and kind of look like this in the camera,
right,
it's not going to go well for you, Mrs. Rice. And this just adds to the list of the things that Rashee Rice has gone through this year, including a car crash, an incident with a photographer, Patrick Mahomes knocking him out for potentially the season, and now Mama Rice porch pirating a few records from Urban Outfitters, apparently.
So
is what.
But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
Is that a condo, an apartment?
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely an apartment complex of some sort.
You gotta know there's cameras
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Come on now. It's like you see the Ring camera. It's not like it's hidden.
And like, you gotta at least put on a
when
different
you're walking up to somebody's house and you see there's cameras, just walk away.
She had this same face on.
Crazy.
Yep, that's it.
At least he's not wearing his jersey though. Like Nico didn't go into the bar.
I mean, he is a 7.
He's wearing his size. Everyone knows who he is.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but still, like at least he's not has an identification on his shirt.
I mean, like, wow.
Mama.
Here's who's dead to me.
I will say this.
I feel like that's the dead to me, but more
Kudos
like
to you.
damage is done.
Hey, kudos to your carpet guy. On time, quick.
On time.
Yes.
Wow. Here's who's dead to me. I'm getting off the air here. I'm gonna sit on my couch. I'm gonna watch this behind the NHL scene on Prime.
Oh,
I'm already seeing from the Boston Bruins fans whining, dude, about Matthew Tkachuk calling out the lack of heart from your captain. And here's all I gotta say to you: back-to-back years bouncing your ass. Why don't you shut the hell up? Because Lord knows you guys haven't stopped chirping about the Celtics all summer long, even though your stupid players couldn't even get on the Olympic team. And the ones that were there benched, and the ones that did play, you didn't even appreciate that. And they didn't even want to stay in your stupid city to celebrate. So now you want to say something about Matthew Tkachuk. Well, all he's got to say to you is kiss his mother bleeping Stanley Cup, you dead to me, Boston Bruins fans.
You're dead to me.
Bum.
Talk to you guys on Monday.
Hopefully a victory Monday.
Yeah, what a show pony.
Thank you for the congratulating me.
The best part about waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Depending on how big the storm is, you're gonna get these periodical feeder bands.
Hope you mother have a good day.